start. Alright. I think we're live. Not 100% certain. Don't know how many people are watching if we are. Okay, it says we are live. 0 watching, so we can do anything we want and nobody will judge us. Okay. The issue is that with all these windows and stuff open, I'm not going to be able to see every single person chatting. So I'm going to have to require people to like actually speak up in the voice chat. I don't know how well the volume is coming in either. I think the volume is... It's fine on my end. I have everything maxed out because I've got like desktop audio and stuff going through, but I had to max out the desktop audio and then like turn the audio down on the game, and I don't know if that's coming through or not. So I'm gonna need to know everybody's thoughts on that, and I'm also gonna need you guys to speak up so that we know if you guys can be heard over the game audio. So I need somebody to talk, one of the other developers to talk. Okay.
I can speak if you wanna.
Loud, so I'm also gonna be muted for a moment while I'm getting the links posted.
Okay. Yeah, did everybody hear that? I have no way of knowing that. I don't know if it's, like, hello? It's lots of highs.
Hello?
Lots of highs, and it says only 3 people are watching on my end, so that's, oh, excuse me, that was not what I wanted. Wait, who else just joined? I can't see everything right now. Oh, Banshee Bear's here. Hello!
I don't know if you can hear me, but I might have to leave now and I'll come back later if you...
Okay.
Okay?
Alright.
I'll be right back, like maybe in not even half an hour.
Okay.
Okay? Okay. I'll see you then. Great
Okay.
great stream, everybody. Cool.
Yep.
Bye.
Alright. Okay, so I've seen a lot of people saying hey and all that stuff. And yeah, you're gonna be able to hear Discord music noises and all that stuff. So, can you be heard over the music? Can you hear the music? Can you hear everything that's going on? Because we're gonna need to hear everything that's going on. We're gonna need to hear the people over it and all that stuff. So, yeah, people's audio isn't very good. I can't be heard very well. I turned the music down. Alright, let's see if we can't just... There we go. Is that better? Is that better? Because my voice actually can't be any higher. I've got it maxed out. Alright, so the audio for the game is now much lower. I don't know if... I can't raise my own voice, guys. This is literally the show. I'm gonna see if I can, like, do any... Wait a minute. Let me check something. See if my recording volume... Ah, my recording volume is not all the way up. Alright, now I am all the way up. So, I hope you guys can hear. I realized that my mic volume wasn't actually all the way up. And I can see my mic jumping, so I can probably turn up this music a little bit. Cassidy Tucker, this game is going to make absolutely no sense to you if you have not played The Boss, which is a game that I worked on. It doesn't want to take the live stream. Okay, can you just post the link then, like, separately? I wish we could get the live stream links before the live stream goes up, because I have no way of knowing how to do that. It drives me nuts. Somebody needs to put it on the fan server too, and I don't have a fan server link for that. Yeah, if you haven't played or seen the boss and you don't want any spoilers, definitely leave the stream because there's no way of knowing anything. There were supposed to be developers talking right now, but they're all either not, the mics are either not working or They're just not talking. But Sushi wrote a lot of the dialogue, so I want to wait for her to come back. Because I think that the two of us should definitely be talking right now about all that fun stuff. Ooh, 24, 26, wow! A lot of people watching, yay! Glad you guys are interested in our goofiness. Whew.
Alright, is this working now? No.
Oh yeah, I hear something.
Oh, wait, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's working now.
Man, I'm such a beast at this
Okay,
stuff.
thank you. Yeah, my brother had to help me with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know nothing about this. Okay, thank you. We're good.
Alright, how many more pounds coming up?
Okay,
I
can the voices be heard over the audio? And Sushi, you really need to start talking. I have
Sorry, my computer's running exceedingly slow, and I'm just trying to get things working. Really sorry about that, guys.
Okay, I can
That's
see that
fine.
you're going way over the game audio. Is the game audio audible? I want to make sure the game audio is audible as well.
it's
Alright,
everybody
let me.
It's a little quiet.
Is
Or
it?
maybe we just
Okay.
need to lower the voices.
Okay, is that better?
I'm turning up the volume. I'm going to turn down Sushi's audio because
Tiny
it's really
bit.
loud.
Okay, well.
I know
Okay.
how I am, but you can adjust mine however you need.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm putting your audio up and down, but you're not talking, so I can't. I have no idea.
Sorry,
okay.
sorry. I'll
Okay,
go
which
ahead
one
and
of us?
talk. Is that better?
Okay, yeah, I just put it down to 100%, so it's the regular
Just sing
stuff.
all the way.
Sing all the way. There you go. Sing interactive story. We'll sing it together. Except for, well, I guess.
Everything is running slow on my end. I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah, the video quality is not the best where I am. It keeps freezing.
Okay. Well, I think that the stream, everything looks good. Apologies, everybody. I would like to post like a link on stream that says when the stream actually starts, but I don't know how to do that on YouTube. So we'll see.
Okay.
Everybody's asking about Gravity Falls in the chat, which means that we're probably boring them.
Actually, I should
Sorry.
probably pull that up. I don't have that up yet. Give me 1 minute. As I've said 5 times now.
Yep.
Okay. I couldn't even use my own computer for this because it sucks, so this is all of my brother's stuff.
Oh, fun. So we have here Celestial Sushi, who did a lot of the writing and programming on the game. Me,
Hello.
who takes all the credit for it. And,
Oi.
Banshee Bear, who did a ton of the
Hello.
sprites. Including the big Trico one.
Yeah, Trico's my child, as I like to say.
So, and the one who left was Kashi's Arts, who did... What did they do for this game? They're working on the glitch in the
Hi,
system.
chat.
But, yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
very exciting. Very happy that you guys are here. All 33 of you. This is amazing. Oh, Kashi did do the promotional art. Did the first promotional art. And in the chat we have Makori, who did a ton of, like, saving the game from being
Makori
destroyed.
does a little bit of everything.
Yeah. And did some of the music for this, actually. And we have Phoenix in there somewhere, who did some of the art. Phoenix is Lost. Did some of the art for this game.
They're great. By the way.
Amazing.
Everybody's amazing.
Phoenix, you're great.
Should I get started now? Or, like, is the audio...
Go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure
I'm
the
gonna
audio
attempt to get my own YouTube account right now and not my brother's Geometry Dash account, but
Okay.
we'll see how this goes.
You guys should really see the insanity that I have up on my desktop. It's not possible to see, but...
We'll imagine it.
Okay.
Hello? Are you alright, man? Hello?
Poor guy.
Sir? Are you still
He's,
alive?
he's just taking a
I
nap.
can't really
He
come down
did.
and poke you, so...
So, fun fact, that is the same VA who played 207 in the original game.
Mhm.
We got him back. Sushi just strapped him to a chair and put a mic in front of his face until he did all the lines.
Talk, damn it.
More like I just brought the microphone to his room and was like, dude, we need you to record some more lines. Because for those of you who didn't know, he's actually my brother. So.
Yep. That's how we got. That's how we got such good VAs. Nepotism.
Well, he happens to also be just a really good VA of his own merit.
Yeah,
so
we got really lucky.
We're lucky to have him.
We did get very lucky. I think he's going to be in the next game too. I think he's continuing to play 207.
I believe so.
That.
He has a very good voice for that role.
He does.
It works out.
Yep. He actually, speaking of, I noticed some people were talking about Gravity Falls. He actually plays Dipper in a couple of things. So, for a couple of fan projects.
Nice. I mean, I knew
so
about
check
that,
him out. His name online is Citrus Storm over on Tumblr. So go check out his work.
Like I said, someone said 207, my precious cinnamon roll. Like, you barely know the guy. You don't even know his real name. We know his real name. I've actually named him, but it's a secret. I don't know if I'm gonna reveal it and glitch in the system, but if I do, it's a secret, and you guys can't know.
You guys can theorize.
You guys can theorize. You absolutely can.
Theories are always good.
It's always very fun to watch.
All right, is that Jacksepticeye? No.
No, it's Markiplier.
Yeah, it's obviously a Markiplier fan game.
Well, I mean, okay, I guess, yeah, if we're doing this, then spoiler talk will abound, so...
Spoiler talk will abound. Cassidy Tucker, if you look in the description, you can scroll down and see something that says, play the game that started it all. That is a good place to start. It will make no sense. This game will literally make no sense, and it will be full of spoilers for the boss, so please do not watch this if you have not played the boss.
Or at least if you don't want it spoiled. If you do want it spoiled, well, go ahead.
Yeah, if you don't care... If you don't care about spoilers for the boss, then, you know, by all means, please stay.
Yeah, absolutely. But if you do care, this is your last warning. Back out now.
Spoilers ahead.
Spoilers and feels abound.
Yep. I mean, you'll see the boss is nothing as we play through it, but as for the first game, the boss, you have been warned.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. This stream will be up on the channel, so no problem.
Yep, it'll go up, I think, pretty soon after YouTube finishes processing it, so yeah.
Jack didn't really spoil it. I mean, he played the game, so I guess technically he did, but still.
I mean, yeah, there's not really much spoilers in here that aren't in the boss.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like the spoilers for the boss are in here. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm sorry.
That's alright.
It made more sense.
All right. Let's get going.
What?
Oh, thank goodness. I thought you were dead for a second there. How'd you get here? I was just looking over the levels in the boss's office. Just kind of changed. Suddenly. And then there you were, and... Sorry, that's probably more than you want to hear right now.
Poor guy. No, it's alright. I'm okay, I think. Wait, this isn't my recording room.
Recording room? Okay... Listen, man, what's your name?
Oh, it's Sean.
Oh, hey, Sean. Well, it doesn't matter. You can just call me 207.
Wait, that's odd.
What's odd?
Nothing. It's fine. Where is this place?
I don't mean to be nosy, but are you a displaced game character? I mean, they don't usually spawn outside their game. Or are you part of an update? That's weird. This game isn't usually updated this much.
Game? This doesn't look like a game. At least not that I remember.
Oh, great. Looks like you might have been corrupted or something. It's okay, man. This is the Stanley Parable. You're in the boss's office. Or, well, it didn't always look like this. Everything went black for a bit on my monitors, and then you were there, and it was different. Is this jogging anything?
No, but this room does look a little like my recording room. Kind of a similar layout, but it's obviously not.
Look, to be honest, this isn't exactly the best place to be. You might want to try to wander back to your game. I disabled the code on the elevator. You can just walk through.
I'm in a computer game? But that's not possible.
An advanced AI with file corruption. Alright, that's fine. These things happen. You're in a place called Wireland. It's owned by a guy named Jack. You probably just need to get to your game, and an update or restore should fix that memory issue right up.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Oh, guys, keep your eye right here. I don't know if you can see my mouth. You can. Look right here. Look right here. I'm so proud of that.
It just kind of fades in.
Yep, I did that.
And thus,
I did that.
Thus, all of Wireland was marked.
Sure. Requires a password to get in. Typical. I don't think I can find it just wandering around, so I'll leave it be. Sam! It's great to see you in the flesh. Or files, or whatever we are here. Why are you blue? You getting enough oxygen, buddy? Do you even need to breathe? Well, I mean, you seem fine otherwise, so I'm really glad you're here.
Don't have an oxygen buddy? Get one. Okay, that was lame.
Familiar. I don't get the joke. I also wasn't paying much attention.
Well, I mean, it was supposed to be sort of like the moving buddy thing from Toy Story, but okay.
Okay. Much as I like coffee, I don't think now is quite the right time. My lamp for my recording room, but this is still very much not my recording room.
Hey, I wouldn't leave if I were you. At least not through there. Big labyrinth of offices and existential crises in that direction. In your present state, that'd probably exacerbate your confusion.
Hey! The word that I used that used to trip up all of the Let's Players, we taught you how to pronounce it.
Also, that is probably the best summation of the Stanley Parable ever.
Basically,
That's
yeah.
true.
I wrote that
Big
line,
labyrinth.
too. I'm very proud. You're right, not the best idea. Looks like a lot like my lamp at home. In the same place, too.
Okay.
Did I think this place
Is it
might
ever...
have- What?
Someone said, is it ever explained why Sam turned blue? Is it even Sam? Yes, that is Sam, but Sean's perception of Wireland is very different from Jack's perception.
Yeah.
So things are going to look a little
Different.
blue.
The room down there isn't ready yet. I don't think you'd want to walk in on all that coding. Just to head out to your left and you should find your way out. Good luck to you.
Bye, 207. We'll never see you again.
Also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but everything looks a little faded.
Yeah, that's something I don't think anybody's pointed out. We went to quite a lot of effort to do that too, so...
I desaturated all of the tile sets. All of them. It was a nightmare. Well, not really. It just took a while.
It did take quite a while. I think you spent several days doing that.
More like an hour or so.
Ugh, this is really
Maybe
weird.
less.
What happened to me? Why do I feel so different? It's like there's a hole in me somehow. I mean, I know I was feeling off before, but this is different. It's more immediate, present. Almost as if I reached down, I'd be able to feel an actual hole. Nope, no holes. What's going on? Is this a side effect of getting downloaded to my computer or something?
It's a virus.
TJ, yes. Sam is pretty much Sam, just blue.
It's a perception of Wireland. How Sean sees it. Not in the mood for cookies, strange as that sounds. Trust me, I'd eat them otherwise. I'm just not feeling good right now.
Has to clarify, he's like, oh, I would eat them, trust me.
I don't really feel like watching TV right now.
Bye, Lucky Diamond. Thanks
Bye.
for joining us.
Hello from Maryland.
And New Jersey.
And Ohio.
Wow.
We're all over.
Digital. Still a pretty good likeness, though.
Ohio.
Ohio.
Cat looks as ordinary as ever. Would be a great place for something spooky in a horror game, but not here. Nothing in the tub.
Oh, but they love
Towels.
sticking stuff in tubs in horror games.
More towels. Paper for the toilet. If there was something unusual about this, we'd be in deep trouble.
Hello.
I like how the toilet paper roll is as big as his head.
That's a lot of toilet paper.
I mean, you want to stock up on that.
Yeah.
Nothing in the
we got
tank or the
Chili's.
bowl. And that's for the best, trust me.
So what we didn't see is him just like lifting the lid off the tank and then putting it back, and those things are heavy.
I know, right? Yeah. I'd make a sink pun, but I'm really not in the mood. And there's nothing here that would prove useful either. Guess you could say we as developers have sinking standards.
Hey.
Not sure anything about this would be unusual. It's just my dishes. You know, it's funny because the Mac sprites we're using for Glitch, like, Sean looks so tiny in this room with the way the
Yeah.
sprites look. And, like, as soon as you put in the max sprites, it's like, oh, everything looks good. Like,
Proportions are normal.
the proportions are a lot more normal, yeah. Like, the glitch sprites are so much better. Although,
yeah, like,
admittedly,
we're
there are
small
some
and
weird,
not-
there are some weird proportions, like, just in general. Like, the cars are really tiny in this game. Like, too tiny.
Even with
Okay,
the
so fun
bodies
fact
now being so small, it's so hard to work through them. Or if you need to move something up by like 1 pixel, it's like, nope, that's too much.
So fun fact about the cake on the counter, I didn't realize that was actually based on an actual design for a cake. It was, I think it was from the Five Nights at Freddy's
It was,
number
yeah.
2 animation, and
Oh.
the cake in that, you know, it's basically like, it looks kind of like the cupcake that Chica holds, but it's, you know, a whole cake with a bunch of eyes on it, and I'm like, wow, now that I've seen what it's actually supposed to look like, that is actually really creepy.
I didn't even notice those were eyes. I thought they were like little tiny flowers.
Nope. Green flowers?
I mean, I can't see it very
This
well.
is included. No need to cook anything right now, but I'm glad that's an option. Dishwasher, good for hands and dishes, but nothing unusual. No clues in the fridge. No cake either. How dare.
That's because it's on the counter.
I know. That's what I was about to say. Can't be wasting time. I have to find out what happened.
Would Sean and Jack have different senses of humor? Is that why he didn't make a pun?
I think it's just mood dependent.
I mean, because they are technically the same person. It's just one is feeling a lot more chipper and happy, and the other one's feeling a lot more solemn, depressed, somber, I guess.
Something like that, yeah.
A little more serious.
I like how nobody ever notices this outlet has flavor text. Like, they noticed the one in the bathroom, but
And then the phone.
we
too.
finally explain why Cena was never in the first game. She's out of town. We just took her out of town for this game. No big deal.
She might have, she might have gone back to Denmark to visit her family.
Yeah, she's out of town for the next game, too. It's amazing. She just keeps leaving, and then Sean gets stuck into his computer. Maybe she's the one who's keeping Sean in the real world.
Dun dun dun. Yeah, she was in the convention epilogue, and that was in the real world, so...
That is true. Are you? You're Jack. A lot of people thought, like, this was him trying to, like, wake him up.
Yeah,
that's
Just
what I
like,
thought.
Jack.
Just, like,
He's
poking him.
dead.
That's the thing Connor does in Detroit. He just goes, Jack, and just slaps him across the face. Wake up.
You need to
Wake
wake
up,
up.
Lieutenant.
Oh my
It's
gosh,
Chase.
let's have him do
It's
that in
me,
Glitch.
Sean, the
No,
android
I'm
sent by
kidding.
Cyberlife.
You need to wake up.
It's in the same spot as the office, like, it knows.
Dun dun dun. He's dead roll credit.
Press X to slap him awake.
Wasn't this room green before? Why is it blue now? My lamp, same as always, but something still feels off. Code floating in the background. He's dead, roll credits. That was what Jack said
That's the
as soon
entire
as he
thing.
saw that too. And oh my god, I'm dead. Like, that's the first reaction.
I died.
That was literally exactly what he said. And so he's probably going to say that too.
Yep,
I don't
very easy
understand.
game
What's
over.
going on? Why is everything happening today? First the subscribers go missing. Oh, these are all like cool computer sprites that we made way before. Present D, price pay respects. That we made way before, but we're never able to use for the boss because we ended up putting a cutscene in there instead.
Well, and then here was the funny thing about that. I was like, okay, so we're using that. And I was like, oh, okay, so I got to go in and recolor a few things. So I'll just color the mouse blue. And then I came back later and was like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, we're using more computer sprites. Oh, only one of the mice was blue. So I had to go and recolor them on each and every one of the sprites. Because I was like, it goes blue. And then it turns green. And I'm like, no, we can't have that.
Yeah, basically. First the subscribers go missing, I end up here through who knows what kind of events, and it's two different people. Are these events related? Not hard to think they are, but Jack and me. Sean. How? Why? Maybe Billy is afraid of Cena. That's why he only does it when she's out of town.
She has attack cacti.
A cat. There's
A cacti.
a cacti.
A cacti.
Attack die.
Attack. I say that 5 times fast.
What was that? The subscribers, they're here. I like that that's just a big error screen. All subscribers uploaded.
There's people in this computer.
Release the cactus. I should have figured. Too many unusual events happening all at once. Why? But oh my god, they're here. Everyone who went unconscious, trapped in this computer. My computer, with no way out? I have to do something. I have to get him out of here. Huh. That's odd. The computer split us into two, but I must be reading this wrong. Why are there 10 of us registered as here? Huh. Because the bigger question is why there were 8 of us to begin with. Ooh. McCory edited this line, and mayhaps we should fix that before I forget.
Yep. Let me write that down then.
Write down the time.
Yeah. I get the feeling this isn't related to fan games. Well, I'll just lock them out of Wireland until we leave, so they'll come back when they leave. I don't want to know how there were so many of us, and I get the feeling that it might be a bad idea to find out. So how can I free the subscribers? Time to quit game development. Don't do it until the glitch is over. This guy won't be any help. I can't lock him out too, but he's just a character. I need to slow him down. Somehow. I'm gonna figure out what to do next. Wait a minute. This is my computer inside of my computer. Let me just... Interesting.
So, fun fact, I was one of the main programmers for this, working on it. Okay, let me see if I can get my words. And this was the first time I'd ever really done anything substantial in this regard, just like setting everything up, story-wise, going from one area to another. And I was like, okay, we need a mini game here. So what can we do with that? So I kind of threw this together, and I was like, well, let's see if this works. And I guess it did.
We could have like a hard mode where they're moving really fast.
Yeah, actually, it was funny. David was looking at that, and he's like, you should probably make that move faster. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to make it too hard.
That's just hard mode.
Yep.
Good. The firewall should hold them. I love how many Let's Players burst out laughing at when they realized that's what it was. I had several Let's Players who just cracked up there.
Yep.
Let's see. Installed by... It's asking for a name. Well, I'm not going to tell him mine. How about... well, I spawned in the boss's office from Stanley Parable. I'll just say I'm the boss. That's still a bit off. I guess that's the name of this character in Stanley. Don't want him getting incriminated. What if I put it on all capital letters? The boss. Now then. Time to go find those subscribers.
Really funny if you just put in like a completely different name. Just like, yeah, just put it in as Jim.
Nobody would get it. This isn't a Mark fan game.
The name of the game would just be the Jim in all capitals.
The boss
Still
is
not a Mark game though.
The boss is Jim.
It's Hacker's Jim.
Glitch in the gym.
Jim in the system, literally.
Oh no.
We wanted this like opening credits to be like really underplayed kind of thing. This is Wireland. I'll ignore the name choice for now. What am I supposed to do here? Well, I need to hide from Jack. As long as I can keep some distance between the two of us, I should be fine.
And
Evie.
it's Evie again. And another fun fact, I just started typing a conversation into the actual Evie, and this is everything you see here. So the capitalization error at the end is, as she gave it to me, I left it intact.
Are you Evie? Am I what? I should have figured it. I guess that does mean this is my computer. You aren't clever enough. Ow, Evie, way to put a knife in my heart. Are you good with writing poetry? This is not DDLC. I don't even have time for that right now. Why? Kind of have to fix things. We can talk later, okay? But I don't know your name. You used to. No. Okay, see you. Good night. It's 10 p.m. here in Poland.
Yeah, so, I mean, she did his name at one point, and he just, like, totally freaked out, so I'm like, yeah, he'd probably just be like, ow, you used to know my name. What happened, Evie?
I wanted this to react somehow, but it's like, they're not quite working properly.
So, what's really sad is if you look at the phone before you save.
Okay.
Because you're, like, calling for help. And nobody's picking up.
But nobody came.
Pretty much. It's like one of those moments. Even that's pretty subdued.
Yeah, everything's...
And then... He's like, at least you're here, Sam. It's like, oh.
Oh yeah, that does make it sadder. I didn't even notice. No, I don't think I'll need this. Good thought. Bleach. Sounds delicious.
Blech.
Chocolates. I'm not sure I trust food here, though.
And you trust the bleach.
A slushy does sound nice, but I've got more important things to do. Fresh fish. I wonder where they got it. Subnautica?
I would think so.
That would be terrifying.
Not sure I want to know what game the meat is from. Well, I guess the fish probably randomly spawn, so...
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, they populate the ocean.
I
Exactly.
mean, some of them are just like mostly eyeball, but
I'm not touching
I don't
those
remember what
jelly
those
beans,
ones are
not for
called.
skunk spray. I think they discontinued skunk spray, and I've been waiting
Yeah,
to get...
People were having like, such bad reactions to it that people were getting physically ill, so they had to discontinue it.
Same with baby wipes. I haven't seen that one. It's now
No, they
coconut or
replaced
spoiled
it.
milk.
They added centipede, I think, or was that an old one?
Ew.
Ew.
I have not heard that. But they added dead fish, too, and I've been waiting for Jack
Oh
to
no,
get
that is
one.
the worst.
Is
I think
it
we
that
had this
bad?
conversation before.
I need
Because
Jack to
I-
get that one. I need
Okay,
it.
so I have this one uncle who every year just gets us the Bean Boozled things. Like every year, specifically. Like we don't want to go eat this, so we have like 5 of them stored I think in some cabinet in our house. When we do, I tried it once, and I got the dead fish on the first try. I never did it again because that one is so bad. It does not go away. That's the problem with it, is that it doesn't go away, and everything that you eat just tastes like dead fish jelly beans.
Ew.
Ew. I mean, I've done Bean Boozled once before, and I would say the worst one for me, I didn't get all of them, thankfully, but the worst one for me was rotten egg. That one literally made me retch.
Was that the one with
Bad.
the skunk spray or the dead fish?
This was back when skunk spray was actually in the box, and it was funny because David ate it, and he's like, the skunk spray, he said, was not the worst one in the box.
Oh.
For
I
him,
haven't had the
it was-
skunk spray, but
For him, it was moldy cheese.
Ugh.
I think he said because he could taste like hints of onion in there or something. So
Well, Una, you could always bring them if you come to the premiere.
that's true.
You could just-
oh heck no, I'm
Yeah.
not doing this
That'd be
again.
a great YouTube video. Was just watch us all suffer. It works for Mark.
Okay, did you guys see that? Could you do that again, please?
Oh no.
That is a reference to an Easter egg in the first game. If you go to that exact spot and you walk onto it, Jack just goes, "Surstroming!"
That's because we needed to check
So-
to see if the O would do that thing. Like, it would make the... I don't know what that's called, but like the O thing. I needed to check the font, so I was like, I'll just put the word Stroming on one tile,
Yeah,
you know,
the
close
oath
to the
and
beginning of the
umlaut on
game.
it.
And I added that sound effect because it was just so goofy. And I just never took the tile away.
Yeah,
Just
we were
this
like,
is
"Yeah, leave it.
hilarious. I'm keeping it.
We'll see if anyone finds it."
It doesn't seem like anybody ever finds it. Nobody walks right there.
Yeah, I've never found that.
Oh, okay. There's something I'd like to
Bye,
request.
twin. Okay, yeah.
Here's something I don't think anybody has caught, but the bucket.
I think I did look in the bucket.
Yeah. There's something, and I was just playing around with it. I was like teaching myself how to program some of this stuff. So. Yep, keep looking at it. Just keep looking at it. No, wait, yeah, go back. Just keep looking at it until something changes, because something will change.
It will.
Yes.
When?
Hold on. It takes like 10 times, roughly.
Oh my gosh. Nobody's gonna check that. We do not have a fandom as, like, thorough as, like... Is he crying?
Yes.
Oh no!
And then he just automatically walks off on his own.
No!
I should have made him run.
Okay, that is the saddest part of like this entire thing. Alright.
That's like a face
It's
we
like-
were never able to use.
Well, there it is. It's been used.
That's amazing.
Now I feel bad. You know, I checked it once, but I mean, I never thought to keep doing that for some obvious reasons. But
I mean, yeah, you'd have to be kind of like, oh gosh, you'd have to be obsessively checking everything to find that.
I didn't even know about that, so... The law of
So
death
here you
permanence.
have.
This is something very interesting that I don't think anybody's pointed out in theories and stuff. Sean knows all about how Wirelin works. Is Billy even relevant in the glitch in the system?
Hmm.
Well,
all the
I
books
mean,
have download tabs. When Billy says he's been reading about it, he's really just been downloading stuff.
oh, I didn't even think
Internet
about that.
piracy.
I was just basically like, okay, well, Sean needs to know about everything, but he doesn't have time to just sit down and read the book. So I'm like, well, what if I added a download tab to the book?
It is the computer. Well, I just saved myself a lot of time. Now then, on to the subscribers.
So he's
Oh.
basically got all that information in his head.
Wonderful. I just got a flash flood warning.
Oh dear. Stay
Yeah.
safe.
Great weather up here.
Bureaucracy. That's how to pronounce that word. A lot of people got confused by that.
Bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy.
It's as bad as it sounds. Nothing but lockerly things. Oh, there's a shadow right here I probably should have gotten rid of, but whatever.
Oops. No, there's something leaking out of the locker. Shh.
Yeah, that's what it is. An exact square, rectangular shape.
Someone's hiding in it.
Kind
It's
of
a
also
magnet
subscribers
putty.
are here.
Sean shoved Jack in the locker. He didn't actually just leave him there.
Game
Just
over.
Picked him up and shoved him in the locker.
Sean
What
is
would happen
like
if you
every
didn't?
like 1980s school bully in the movies,
Oh dear.
including
What would
the
happen if you
black
didn't-
jacket is a leather jacket. He's the one who's
Okay,
like,
well-
you want to buy some cigarettes? Just
Okay,
say no.
if anyone wants to make fan art of that, I will reblog it on Tumblr.
You just need him to
For-
like open
okay,
up
all
his
of them.
jacket, like when he's got like drugs. It's like you want to buy some drugs. It's like
You want to buy
everybody.
some lights?
Okay, as it is, if you didn't read the book, you would not be able to leave the room, so it's kind of a forced, you have to read the book in order to progress.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people knew about that or figured that out. Why does it look like there's a door back here? That answers that. Better press onward. It's not a door. It's a giant hole in the wall. I want the story behind how the hole in the wall ended up
Doctor
doing
Who.
that. Wow, is this the inside of my hard drive? Looks like there's storage everywhere. Makes sense though. The computer's got 9 terabytes on it. You kind of need it when you're making so many videos. If anything, I bet this is where my subscribers are. Don't worry, everyone. I'm coming. You'll all be free soon enough. Just hang in there. All right, this looks like the right spot. Let's get started.
I'm in.
They're here. They're all here. A majority of my subscribers. Oh, thank God they're safe. They're just sleeping, and they're in these hard drive storage representations, where they should be right now.
Because that's what everyone's hard drive storage space looks like if you were to
Exactly.
actually
This-
stand there.
This is exactly what the inside of a computer looks like, people. Like, the scrolling code, the high-tech equipment, all the video game worlds. If you could just shrink yourself small enough, you could go through there.
This is what the government
That's-
doesn't want you to know.
That's actually what happened. Like, Jack didn't actually, like, legit go... His brain didn't get uploaded to his computer. He just shrunk tiny. And I guess got sucked in with a tiny little vacuum. All computers have that function built in, because
vacuum
nobody
program.
knows about it. Even the computer software manufacturers don't know about it. The people in Wireland build it after it's done. The people
Wait,
in the
what?
computer build it. There's 2 missing. Oh crap, oh crap. Where are they? Are they lost? Are they... Come on, Sean. Come on, Sean. You can't think like that. You just need to find them. It'll be fine. Imagine if somebody,
That
like,
made me sad.
connected... Imagine if, like, somebody connected, like, their old, like, Windows 95 computer to, like, a new computer. You get all these old characters, like, what is the internet?
Where am I?
Such high-tech equipment. Because they're, like, living there, like, cut off from the rest of the world. There's, like... all these edutainment games and like Commander Keen and whatever, they're all like stuck in this like really old computers. So a lot of like old Wirelands are just like disabled computers in like people's attics and stuff, and they just live like their day-to-day lives, and nobody
confused
knows about them.
elderly
Nobody
people.
thinks about them. Well, they don't
Aw.
age. Yeah.
Spell the word.
Elderly at heart.
Come on, what can you tell me?
Furious typing.
Hacker voice. I'm in.
Missing. Jennifer
I
Zimmerman.
already
plus
made that
Medley.
joke. I'm sorry.
Current locations. Hey kid, you want some fidget spinners? Best comment.
Don't turn to the dark side, Sean.
Jennifer's in The Sims. No word on Cliff yet. I guess there's a little mini world inside of a lot of people's phones too. I guess I'll have to check back later, but
Oh
for now,
God,
hang on,
mine is just
Jennifer.
so
I'll
many
be there to
memes.
get you soon. It's not even necessarily called Wirelands. They all have different names. Don't worry, guys. I'll get you out of here. Like, canonically, and it's like not a bit of flavor text most people find, but canonically, Mark's hard drive is the Wharf. WARF.
We need to talk about that
that
somewhere.
is canon. That is actually in the boss flavor text. I forget where it is. I think it's in one of the it's really hard to find flavor text. I think you have to talk to like Papyrus twice. After giving Alphys a hydrospersion key, but not before. So not a lot of people find it, but in fact, I don't know if anybody's found that one because nobody's talked about it.
I haven't seen anything. No.
No.
I don't know.
I don't think anybody's found it. There's still secrets in the boss you guys haven't found. Just saying. Better put this back. If Jack makes it back here, who knows what he'll do.
Yeah, they mentioned the Irish Mafia and says it got sent somewhere else, but we didn't say where it was. It's actually Mark's computer, the
Yeah,
Wharf.
it got sent to... We had this vague idea that we'd make like we wouldn't make a sequel to the boss, we'd make a companion game to the boss called The Wharf, and it's like Mark getting stuck into his computer.
I remember thinking about that.
And we thought about it, and we had a
though.
couple of little ideas, but it never really went anywhere. And then we got the idea for Glitch in the System, so we were just like, I guess we're just gonna keep going with the whole Jack thing.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So-
Maybe in a very, very distant future.
Maybe. I know that there's a MatPat fan game that is in development that is the same premise.
Yeah,
That
what
MatPat
was
gets
that?
stuck into his. It's like Cynosure or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, that's in development now. I don't know how much has been done for it, but I know that they were at least talking about making one, and I would love
yeah,
to
I saw
see that.
I didn't see any updates or anything yet.
Yeah, there hasn't been a whole lot of updates. I really want that game to get made though, because I like the idea.
Oh, the theory?
I forget what they named the computer though. They named it something really goofy, I think. Oh, the theory? Oh, is it on Tumblr? Is it now? I didn't know about that. Okay.
Oh, Glitch is coming out February of next year.
It's coming out
Crystal
next
Fire.
year. I have
Next
absolutely
year,
no
we're-
idea when it's coming out, honestly.
Yeah, we were
February
originally aiming for February, but with the game development, we're not sure if it's going to be then or if it's going to be later. So hopefully it shouldn't be
still a
the
lot in
second half of
development.
the year. It should hopefully be within the first half, but we're not promising anything. Not yet, anyway.
We
so
had this funny
sit
idea to
tight.
just release it next August 7th. Give ourselves another year to work on it. I
Then it
mean,
would be
given
like-
how much work it's gonna take, I mean, that a year
I mean,
is
who knows?
still sooner than I'm expecting. I would love a Jack Sean buddy cop game, if only he would let him help.
Aw.
Wireland cops, Jack and Sean.
Billy is like the police dog.
What the? Jessica, you can play him.
Hurry, 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 hurry!
She lost the part of Billy. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
We wanted,
Because I don't sound-
somebody who sounded more like a little boy, so we got Daniel to do it.
He had a good voice.
Yeah, I don't sound enough like a little boy. Oh well.
Really?
It probably
that
makes
makes
sense.
sense.
Kind of want to follow
Because
with
I
Jennifer as
am
my
a-
first priority.
It makes sense because I'm a 29-year-old woman. Some women can do it well enough, but you know.
Our Asriel is what, 20? Like at CPS? Pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you can do the voice, you can do the voice. Great.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, I can't.
Billy's new actor. Oh, he's pitch shifted? I didn't know that.
Oh.
Okay, well, just slightly low. I think it's slightly lowered. I didn't know that. I didn't know we pitch shifted him.
Still, sounds great.
He does, yeah. He actually sounds like a child. So we had a fun, when we were releasing to the patrons, we had a fun little collision issue where you couldn't go through here. Oh. But you could go through the gate at one point, so that's how people were circumventing it. A lot of people say this stuff reminds them of One Shot, a game I wish Jack would play because we 100% wanted to do a one-shot area for Glitch in the System. So if Jack plays it in the next couple months, expect one-shot characters to be in it. Just saying. Because we all are big one-shot fans, and like some of the architecture in Glitch in the System, I can't tell you very much, but it was inspired a little bit by one-shot as well, more than just this. So we definitely one-shot has definitely inspired us in a lot of ways, but Jack never played it, so we can't like. The visuals in Glitch in the System are definitely inspired by one-shot, a lot of them anyway. A lot of Wireland is inspired by it, just because we had a lot of ideas for how to, like, expand the world. That's the thing about Glitch, is that slight rabbit trail. If you want to see more of Wireland, if you want to see more of like how Wireland works and expanding the world and like all the main areas to hang out in Wireland and to where everybody kind of congregates in Wireland and all that stuff, like it's in Jack's apartment because that's kind of a new area, so everybody's kind of like, you know, crowding in to meet Jack, and you don't really get to see, you get to see like a random area of Wireland, but you don't actually get to see like the main hub, you don't get to see like any of the main areas in Wireland, and Glitch in the System is going to show you what Wireland looks like to most of its residents, and I'm really excited about that because it looks really good.
It's also exploring more of the lore and the world building, so we're excited to show that to you guys.
It's very much an expansion of like this world. Zero Tard of Wireland dedicated to memes. Please no.
Please, yes.
We also have named parts of Wireland, and you're either gonna love them or hate them. I can tell you that right away. Sushi named all 3 of them, I think. Yes.
I was basically sitting at my computer like, okay, what can I do? Yes.
They're all puns, and they're all beautiful, and they're perfect.
Y'all are either gonna love me or hate me for it.
I'm pretty sure Jack is going to both love and hate you. The name process did take several weeks. We were all like, "Oh, we should just go to the Tumblr and ask people what we should name areas of Wireland." And so she's like, "No, like, I can come up with this. I can come up with all this stuff." And I'm like, "I don't know if you can, but sure enough."
You just got to give me enough time.
Pretty fancy. I gotta figure out how to get this thing to go where I need it to.
So just imagine me with like digging claws into my desk, like, no.
Wait a minute, why is the music different here? The piano, the pretty piano music that was supposed to be here, I think it got replaced. I think during one of our... Okay,
I think it got updated.
Was it updated or was it replaced?
Well, replaced?
It sounds like it was replaced with the original... It sounds like it was replaced with the Glitch in the System song.
Yeah, I think that's what happened because,
Yeah, this is definitely not your piece, McCory. This is definitely Justin's.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm a little confused then, because...
We're finding stuff out. This is all part of the process.
So if you click on the blue dots, there's actually flavor text underneath them.
Yeah, I actually found one person who decided to look at all of them. Like on Lano.
Nice.
Lano looked at everyone.
Nice. I mean, I wrote the descriptions and Katie wrote the responses, so...
I did, yeah.
Craft items and hopefully escape the planet. Because that's really, like, all you can do.
This was inspired by the DC Metro, I think. At least that's kind of what I had in mind. I know that the voice that you hear after the train was inspired by that. Because it sounds a lot like the one you hear at the DC Metro.
Huh.
Really? It does! It sounds just like it. Please watch your step as you exit the train. Thank you.
Huh.
It sounds just like it.
It may have been sitting in the back of my mind because I was like, I need to record something for this. Now arriving at The Sims 4.
I think I'm gonna keep, like, I know we were auditioning for it, but I think we're just gonna keep you playing that part and then have a lot of our other VAs just do extra stuff.
It's okay. I lost Billy. I'm fine with this.
You finally, because I know that I'm getting a major voice acting role in the 3rd act. It's for one of the puzzles, and Kat and I are both getting that, and then of course, the 2 main characters of that area get that as well. I think you know what I'm talking about.
I think so. I'm fine with being the train.
Sushi literally plays the entire train. It's Cuphead. David really wanted to play the entire train, but we aren't doing Cuphead the musical. We were going to, but...
Yeah, I mean, I know he can do it, just knowing what I know about his vocal range. Oh wait, there's one all the way at the end.
There is? Oh.
Yeah. I think so. There you go.
That's right, I have seen this. Forgot about that.
And possibly having a mental breakdown in the process.
I like how Jack just already taking note.
Oh yeah, and here's something I had to point out here. They say in the beginning of Layers of Fear, it's like, oh, your house is being fumigated for rats, and I'm like, did anybody point that out? That, you know, that could be causing the hallucinations? No? Yes?
It could be.
I have never seen that.
No, he was having hallucinations before that, though.
Really?
They just
I mean,
exacerbated the hallucinations, I suppose.
Okay, because I was gonna say, I mean,
Probably
like,
help though.
it gets mentioned pretty early in the game. Like when you walk in and pick something up, I think it's like, oh hey, we're fumigating the house for rats.
I mean, certainly
Yeah.
the rat poison isn't going to help hallucinations, but
Yeah. Yep. All you need to say for Undertale, you're filled with determination.
Only the arses. The animatronics will leave the rest of you alone.
Yep.
Reminds me of the really bad joke that we were making yesterday about how many arses and heads and pants we've collected from people laughing them off.
oh yeah.
it's like we have a museum over here. Here's basically our entire collection of generously donated.
And then here is our aquarium of tears. Yes, that is a rather high ceiling, isn't it?
It's a
Some
stadium.
Nautica fish in there.
It's all salt water.
So, fun fact, I don't know if anyone has noticed it, but we were trying as much as we possibly could to give Jack British spelling for his dialogue. Well, Sean, actually, but... Oh, goodness.
It's all very redacted. Because it's closed for maintenance because it won't be installed till September. Or no, later than that. I don't think Jack got to it until December or something. This game never existed. Or at least Makori wishes it didn't.
Oh.
But yeah, with the escapists, when he says like a ton of guards,
We made a lot of like references to the second floor destroying pools on the third floor because Jack didn't get the joke.
somehow either he'd just completely forgotten about it or his brain was trying to suppress it. It's me.
It sounds good. I was really surprised the first time I heard that. I like how they have the exact same face, except Jack has the different coloration.
Well, they're the same person.
I like how even in that perspective, like, there's nothing, they just got teleported to escapists, and because the officers didn't see Sean, like, that is the most effective way of arresting somebody. Just beat him up and immediately they're in jail.
Oh, there's the cow plants used to measure Trico.
Oh yeah.
We just kind of use cow plants as units of measurement. Except the reason Trico is as big as he is because I screwed up in the sense that he was the right height, but he was twice as long as he needed to be. Oh, okay. I thought that was someone breathing into a mic. Yeah, Trico was twice as long as he needed to be, so we couldn't fit him in the room, so we just stuck him on the roof. Because he was the perfect size for that.
He was gonna be in the room, yeah, and we were like, there's no way he's gonna fit in this.
Raised my hand, but who's around to see it?
Sims. Oh, not the cow plants.
Well, I mean, do cow plants even have eyes?
If you were a vegan, would you be able to eat a cow plant?
That's a good question.
We're
Are they
entering
cows
a
or
whole...
plants, or are they both?
We're entering a very frightening realm of
If you're a vegan, can you drink their milk?
Do they make milk? They're plants.
They do, yeah. In the game, I have The Sims 4, so I know.
Huh.
Yeah, if they eat somebody, and whatever mood that person was in, and if you drink their milk, that'll be the mood the person who drinks it will be in. So they literally.
Well, then presumably they would be mammals then, because they make milk, but they're also plants.
Science isn't ready for this. Aw, thank you. Thank you for mentioning or saying that the music is beautiful.
Ooh, nice. That boss is nothing different. He wasn't there before. Seminole Productions makes a really good musical of Undertale. Just saying. Our channel's musical's pretty good too. Of course my Sims have access to important parts of my computer. What are they, trying to stage a coup or something? Not important though. What notice is that I need this and it's right here. I like how it's
really
much
hear it.
dimmer now. We released this audio before though.
This was really loud when I played through it.
Yeah, I think that.
Okay,
I think that.
That was like really loud.
Yeah, just making sure people can at least hear it. It has to be heard over the music.
Well,
Just
no,
saying.
you need to like take the audio like out of the game files to be able to figure out
Oh,
what's on it.
well, I mean, because before, I mean, you didn't even have to do that.
You didn't? Oh, well.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
When
well,
it was at the other volume.
We still released it on the Tumblr so that people
Okay.
can analyze it as they see fit.
All right.
Should we give them a hint on how to do it, or should we just leave them
Nah.
to figure it out?
Nah,
Okay.
Yeah, they can
They'll figure it
theorize.
out.
There definitely is something. All I will say, there definitely is something in there to be found. It absolutely is. There absolutely is something in there that needs to be found. So,
Get on it, theorists.
get on it, theorists. I'm shocked that none of you have figured it out. Actually, no, I'm not. I don't think I'd have been able to figure it out. I had to ask Sushi why she put that in there. She's like, oh, this is what it is. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Okay.
It's
So I did run a
will
test
say-
to make sure that I could decode it, and I could decode it, but my computer did something weird with it, so it looks terrible.
Yep.
The
And I will say, you don't have to like buy anything to decode it. You can find
no, it's
like
free.
free stuff online that'll help you decode it.
Mhm.
And I was inspired by, I will say, another game.
Yeah,
I'm not going to tell you what the game is, but there's another game that does something similar to this.
it does
And-
exactly the same thing, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Or-
exactly the same thing. Yeah, it pretty much is the same system, but anyway, that's your hint. Good luck.
Yeah, it's another game. So think about games that people on our team have probably played.
So I'm sorry if there's
Also, fun fact,
thunderstorm is
you know
coming
you're
through my
going the
mic,
right
I
way
think
to
it
find...
This requires some explanation.
Uh.
So, if you look at the original boss, you actually can see Sean walk up during that line. It was exactly timed for that.
Same.
Exactly that segment. And we're like, okay, we have to include every time that you see Sean in the boss. We have to have that intersection or that meeting between the characters.
That, like, nobody noticed him there until this game got released, and everybody all of a sudden were like, did you know Sean's in that section there? Like, yeah.
Yeah, Jack didn't catch it
He's
either.
been there. He's been there this whole time. He's always been there. All the theorists, get on it. You can
Back
do
to the
better than this.
train! Now, there's a little bit of flavor text on the other dots too, but it's not really as extensive as it is the first time.
Yeah, no, it's all the same.
He's basically like, Cliff is going to die if I don't get to Five Nights at Freddy's right now.
Yeah, that's not a good place to be in.
I love how a theorist, spaced out when they mentioned all of that important stuff. Well, I mean, if you need to...
How did
the
you
stream
not?
will be-
How is this not inspired by the DC Metro? It even does the dun dun.
Okay.
We've been on the DC Metro together several times, so
Yeah. Now, I mean, the stream is going to be up, so if you need to go back and listen to the theory stuff, then please, by all means.
speaking of going on the DC Metro, you gotta come back.
Yeah, but I'm gonna drive.
That's gonna be a long drive, but also
I know.
good because I don't have to pick you up at the airport.
Yeah, exactly. And Gina might be coming with me because she's got a friend who lives like an hour from you, so.
Go on.
Whew.
Is that Billy?
That felt like forever. Any longer and... Exactly that! This is one of those dangerous suits with spring locks in them. Sure, send me on a mission where I'd be super shaky, as if killer animatronics were the only thing I need to worry about. He is in a mood. Stupid spring locks, stupid nerves, stupid heartbeat. I'd like to be able to finish this adventure, thank you very much.
Adventure?
I sure hope they find that key. This is becoming way more complicated than I wanted it to be. And like, Ugh. This is why you're the kid on the back of a bike, Billy. You're no psychologist. Guess I just gotta wait for them to get back now. I went on that thing like 200 times. I should keep it going for like 2 hours, maybe. I hope they're okay. I didn't mean to put them in so much danger. I thought all the subscribers would get uploaded to the hard drive. I must have messed up the code. Maybe I should have looked at it before I took his power regulators, just to make sure. Though I really should have had someone else look over it first. Someone who could... Well, there's not much I can do about it now. They're all here. Ugh. Be a lot more complex. This is a lot more complex than I thought it would be. Sorry. All I wanted was for Jack to feel... I don't know. I wanted him to make him... I guess I wanted to make him feel better. I cannot read today. What a stupid thing to do. Bringing everyone here. Just to make Jack feel needed. Why am I so stupid? There's a million ways I could have done it and I messed it all up. I always mess it up.
Poor boy. You can see tears in his eyes, actually.
Oh.
He's just a kid. Why are you guys doing this to him? Oh.
Oh.
You might not want to play Glitch in the System.
Oh, no. Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
It's too early for the feels, you monster. What time is it over there? It's like 3:30 in the afternoon over here.
Billy, did he orchestrate this whole thing? Sounds like it. It's always Billy. Yet it seems his intentions aren't horrible. Maybe I've misjudged this kid. At the very least, I'm still keeping an eye on him. And everyone else. I like how Jack is just standing there staring at this. I realized after we'd done this whole section, like, where does Jack appear? Because isn't he in the kitchen that time? And like, why is he not in the kitchen when Sean goes in there?
He's petrified.
And then he appears later. I'm like, where the heck is Jack? And then I was like, well, maybe he's just taking a very long time inspecting the dummies.
He's petrified. That's why he's not moving.
Fear of mannequins.
Oh, wait. Oh. The line there, he's like, and Cliff's probably the most likely to be eaten by a Gru. I'm like, okay, let's throw in a really old meme, shall we?
I actually don't know
So
that
that's why he's
name.
like... It was like, oh gosh, I want to say late 2000s, I guess. Oh no, is someone out there? What do I do? And you have a
Ooh,
timer.
Nice heartbeat sound effect.
Huh?
Oh, there's a heartbeat sound effect.
Oh.
I guess that was added later.
Yeah, I didn't put that in.
I literally downloaded this off of the page because I knew I didn't have the most recent.
Because I added the one where, you know, Sean is looking at everything and he's like, oh my gosh, I need to get it FNAF now.
Cake! Wait, what? I knew there'd be cake. Fun fact: we were trying to figure out where to use like screams. Like we needed to find a scream set. We were originally going to use the Wilhelm scream, and we ended up using it in Cliff for Fran Bow. I'm pretty sure all of you have heard that now because you know when he steps on the snake, he dies. And so I'm like, oh, now we need a scream for Jack. I'm like, where do I get a good scream for Jack? Like a short scream. And like out of nowhere, I'm just like, I'm just gonna click. I'm gonna watch a random Happy Wheels video, and it literally starts with, "Let me just clear my voice first." Ah! And then continues, and I was like, "That is a clean scream. There's no background audio. We gotta use it." So I think it's like Happy Wheels, like 80 something. I think it's like 86.
It was like 82 or 83. It's one of those.
It's in the 80s somewhere, but it
It's
literally
either
is in the
82 or
first
83.
15 seconds of the video.
Convenient.
And so I literally just got out my recording equipment, recorded it directly off the video, spliced it so it was just the scream, and then added it there.
Jack videos are a wealth of sound effects and voice clips.
That's humiliating. Well, I think
But
I
yeah,
should right now.
If he gets seen, there is a game over. So
Why can't Sean just go back and eat the cake?
he can't wash his hands of the situation yet. What does the toast want?
I want to see Sean in a party hat. I've been told that there's a glitch with the grills, so I'm not gonna tempt fate. This lighting effect, it took me ages to figure out how it was done, and it was actually really easy, and I was just stupid.
No,
Story of my life.
Didn't know how it was done. Now the fun thing is that if you've seen Jack's Let's Play, he actually says, well, maybe the toast is the bad guy. So I'm like, okay, let's have him go, what does it want?
Toast is the boss.
The boss is
Exactly.
toast. That's double meaning there. Nicholas should be
Yeah,
back here. Better keep my distance. I don't
the
wanna spook
boss
him.
is Jim and the boss is toast.
So, I noticed a lot of people were like, wait a minute, shouldn't he be looking for Jenny? Well, at this point, he doesn't know that Jenny is the one who went this way. So that's why he's thinking Cliff went through this door. But yeah, he'll figure out that it's not Cliff pretty quickly.
This is the day the game takes place, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And no, we're not going to tell you who wrote these.
Okay, another fun fact, and this one is about the piano over here. There was actually, when I programmed this, a little piano clip, but we took it out for, I don't know what reason. It could have been like a supposed worry about copyright or something, but basically what plays when Sean goes over to the keyboard, if you haven't looked at the hole in the floor yet, is da, 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 da. Because if you watch one of his vlogs, he says he wanted to get a keyboard just to learn how to play the beginning of Carly Rae Jepsen's Run Away With Me.
I mean, I think that we could get away with that. That would be fine.
Yeah,
Like a
but it
couple
was still
notes would
taken
not
out.
be. A couple notes would probably be fine.
Yeah, but it was still removed, so not much we can do about it now.
Oh, was it removed? Okay, I'm sure we could bring it back.
Yeah. I don't know.
And this, I asked for this specifically. I was like Jenny's theme plays there in like the Layers of Fear style, right? So we should have it be Sean's theme playing there.
So then I started playing this, or I put together this one piece, and she's like, "Wait a minute, that's Jack's theme." I'm like, "Really? Oops."
Yeah.
Or was that
we should
for,
release
or was
that.
for
We should release
Wireless?
that sometime. Yeah, you did it. You ended up doing it like in Jack's theme, not Sean's.
I mean, I guess
Yeah.
it's easy to get them confused. They're the same person.
Also,
Oh,
fun
that's
fact,
right.
Sam over here, I mean, I did this little face for Sam, but the voice, let me go ahead and voice it, because this is how I imagine.
Pretty sure. I saw Jenny, though.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yep, and it sounds like she's coming back. You better hide.
You know, for an alto, you do a lot of really good high voices.
Yup, sure.
So, well, hold on. Oh, okay. I was going to say, if you talk to him again, he's like,
Why aren't you hiding? Jenny's
yeah.
coming.
Now, I want to tell you guys where I got that voice. He plays a game at one point called Concourse, which basically is you scanning people
Actually, I'll be right
for,
back.
like,
Just
for
have to go.
items and objects that they shouldn't be bringing into the airport. And there's a voice at the end of the episode, and I don't know if that was supposed to be a character he was talking about, where he's like, we're going to fire Jeff, or whoever. So I don't know if that was supposed to be Jeff's voice, or if that was possibly supposed to be Sam. There's, like, theories running around, and personally, I like to think that it's actually Sam talking, and he's like,
To your right. Nope, a little further. Okay, good. Yep,
It's
sure.
an adorable voice for him.
I know, I'm like, that is my headcanon for Sam, because that is absolutely precious.
I just
So
like
if
wonder
you
where
haven't-
the mouth is.
Yep, so if you guys haven't heard it, go check out Jack's Concourse video, and it's like right there at the end, right before he does his outro.
I got my Sam plush right here because I'm up in my bunk bed with this giant laptop.
Oh, nice. Yeah, mine's up on my bed too, so I just got one not too long ago. If you guys have seen my Tumblr Celestial Sushi, then I've got like a little photo set, because I decided to have some fun.
It's probably why you can hear the thunder in the background. It's just this giant rainstorm up here, and my bunk bed is right up next to the window, so I'm pretty sure the thunder
Okay.
is coming through my mic at some point.
Oh, goodness.
But yeah, it's been raining all day, and we have a bunch of flash flood warnings, so fun times in New Jersey.
Oh, man, hope you guys are fine.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I think we probably will be, but there's a lot of water around where we are, so who knows.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys, I am back.
Hello.
Okay. Alrighty.
Yep, so fun fact about this part, if you look at all the flavor text in the boss, this reflects what Jenny says about this in particular. So that is exactly the flavor text from the original game.
Mm-hmm.
And we decided, hey, this kind of works. Let's just have him hiding in the crate. And all of this is pretty much fairly original to the game as well.
Yep.
Text-wise. And there she goes. Yep, so he actually says something if you look at the crate again.
This?
Not the crate he just popped out of. Not a lot of people notice that. Yeah, some of the text in here is like based on stuff that I've heard him say because I've watched him play a lot of horror games. Like sometimes, and I didn't know he was actually as good as he is beatboxing. Because sometimes he'll like when he's playing horror games, he'll like make heartbeat sound effects with his throat.
I like how you took offense to like him being like thinking that you made the naked picture. You're like, so you actually added that intentionally to be like different artist.
Because he was just like, is this the same artist who drew the and I'm like, no, dude, that was not me. That was our art director Alina. I drew just the
It does have a similar style though, so I can understand why he thought that.
Oh, the piano, she didn't actually break the piano. That was just part of the mechanism. Like when it snapped, it kind of broke the piano. So it wasn't her, it was just what was built in. But yeah, so he says stuff in like some of the horror game Let's Plays where he's like, can you hear that? My heart's beating way too loudly. This is not good for me. And stuff. So I'm like, okay, let's reference that a little bit.
And then this was actual legit Jack quote. She knows her way around a horror game or two. Mm-hmm. He said that about her in this section.
Mm-hmm. Yep. In fact, actually, the sound effect that we use for him hiding in the crate is actually partially him making the sound with his throat. McCory worked a little bit of wizardry on that, so...
McCory is a wizard.
Mm-hmm. You're a wizard, McCory.
I'm a what?
What do you think Hogwarts house we are all in? I don't know which one I am in.
I'm a Hufflepuff.
No, a lot of
like Hufflepuff, slightly Gryffindor. I just say Gryffindor, but generally.
Yeah, for anyone wondering, for anyone wondering about that picture that Katie just looked at, that is supposed to reference Surgeon Simulator. Somebody was asking about that. So, well, I mean, I don't know if he's wearing a watch on his left hand. Is he right-handed or left-handed?
Well, Jack's
I'm assuming,
so I guess he's right.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't know, maybe he just decided, hey, I'll be left-handed today.
That's how it works.
I feel like he would do that, you know, he's like...
everyone wants to talk about the glitching picture.
What glitching
picture? It's normal.
There isn't a glitching picture. What are you talking about?
Wow, you guys look pretty worse for wear.
Is somebody gonna read that? Okay, I'll read it. You should have seen it. There were skull snake things everywhere. They were out for my blood. My much needed by me B positive blood. So I can continue to be positive. By the way, we've actually
So you actually went in the developers chat. We have the server for like the game stuff in general, and then we have a specific chat for developers that like never stops talking because like it's all little things like basic programming and plotting stuff and stuff that would really clutter up the server. And so Susha goes on that and it's like, what is Cliff's blood type? And I'm like, what?
So
like,
we have
I think I said it's obviously it's B positive, so he can continue to be positive. And you're like, yes.
That's the PMA.
Yep. So we've actually assigned all these characters blood types just for kicks and grins.
We did?
I mean,
oh, that's right, we did.
Yeah, we did. You don't see it so much in American stuff, but they actually usually will post that with character information in Japan because of like superstitions around like, oh, your blood type influences your personality. So, you know, it's just fun facts. I'm like, yeah, let's just like make these guys as fleshed out as possible.
Literally.
You can't have it, I say.
It's all right. We're back with Billy.
I know. I just, whew.
I'm
Thanks.
so glad you've gotten the hang of writing for Cliff. It makes things easier. Because before I was the only person who was able to write for Cliff properly, for
So
a little
much
while
fun.
during the development of the game. Yeah, for a while during the development of the game, yeah, I had to be the one who wrote for Cliff because like nobody else could like get his character down.
Oh no. In the chat, I must be oh so negative then. Oh no.
Aw.
Jeez, making puns even in the face of danger.
To be fair, he's had a rough time. Didn't have an easy time myself either. Just as I put together this painting, the entire house started to collapse.
What?
What? It was like the structure of the house just gave out and started collapsing. I barely made it out of there with my life.
Oh no.
Oh no, don't tell me. Did I do that thing with the hole in the wall? Or did I do that with the hole? Did I do that with that hole in the wall? Sad
He
to
may
see
or
how
may not
Sean
have-
keeps trying to help, and it's all about Jack at every turn, that he actually put Jenny in danger. Why can't he be the guardian angel he wants to be? That's actually kind of where we were going with this. Like, he actually causes more trouble than actually helping out, which is a lot toward his, you know, mental state.
It's the
Make
game,
it
man.
sadder.
There's something about the game. It's trying to kill us all!
So, any luck?
And then we transition right back into the dialogue from the
Yep.
boss. And then the music box stops.
And I also she originally was going to have all the animatronics coming in from here. Like, the music box is up here. Why are they coming in from here? So I actually had to, like, reprogram it.
It looks great. They're all just kind of like running in.
I like how they immediately are like, music box down, let's go kill him.
Like, yeah, we know they're in there.
perfect.
We just like the music box better.
Fun fact, that is like the only... that is the worst the language has ever gotten, and you don't even get the entire word.
Of course. What the hell? Literally, it looks like hell in here. I'm pretty sure Jack's gonna make that joke. What the hell? You mean actual hell?
Just got done streaming the game myself for a bit, and I love it so far. Aw, thank you!
Hey.
Where even is this? Did Jenny and Cliff make it out okay? Better keep moving.
If you try to go the other way, he says like, no, that's not gonna work.
This was fun. Because, like, if you look really carefully, like, in the cluster truck area in the game, if you look, like, at on the trucks, like, watch very closely, you will see Sean go by.
Mm-hmm. In the original
And the
game.
boss, that is.
Cluster truck's tricky. And he played it himself, he's like, wow, this is way easier than real cluster truck. Can you imagine if we made him do an actual, like, cluster truck challenge as Billy?
Oh, jeez.
Oh god.
If he fell off,
That
would
would've
we
been
have, like, had Billy explode into, like, flesh and bone?
Oh god,
dear.
no.
Well, the problem there is he's not in his own game.
Exactly.
Unless you were controlling him, which in that case, he would respawn because of the player. I made that scream. Did we reuse the maze from the first game directly? Yes and no.
Yeah, we used
what
the
happened
template,
was-
but we changed
Yeah.
it.
You can't get to
I
the
just-
same parts, I don't
I
think.
copied it over, but I like changed a couple of the pathways so that you would have a different exit. You could not reach the area where Jack and Pacepticeye and the entire escape crew are. And fun fact about the guards in the maze, but they can't actually hurt you.
Nope. I think everybody figured that out by now.
Okay, well,
But that did make people
yeah, I know
nervous.
some
You can't
people-
get to them.
some people are going through like, oh my gosh, I better not run into them. It's actually impossible to do that. So 2 hours later. Yep, and Sean is the one who found the Hydrospersion key inside of the Stanley Parable.
Yeah, it spawned outside the game because Sean put it there.
Ah,
Oh,
you
that's
really
awesome.
don't believe me, do you? I just want to pause here for a second and tell you guys, this is a reference to a little bit of flavor text not a lot of people see.
It is, but I think a lot of people know about it now because it's become kind of a meme on the, especially the Ask SPG Billy page. Because somebody had the misfortune to ask, why does Billy hate goldfish? And that just sparked the entire page, I think.
Yep. I mean, hate to say it because it's a really cool theory, but it seems kind of far-fetched to me.
That's what they want you to think. See? It's a systematic erosion!
I hope I'm not being too loud.
Of the safeguards that are currently in place. When those are gone, who's gonna protect us from them then? Certainly won't be the powers that be, I can tell you that right now.
Billy, maybe this is a little too passionate to get about,
aquariums?
Oh, you laugh. You laugh, my friends. But just wait until the day that there's a breakdown in the hierarchical structure of the modern aquatic amusement.
The hierarchical structure?
I don't even know how to say that word normally.
Water is a dangerous substance. Give it enough time and all that glass will be toast.
I am bread reference? Question mark?
Wow, Billy, I didn't know you were this passionate about fish.
Oh, there's plenty more where that came from. You know, Tuna, that's a conspiracy too. Those clever little demons load themselves up with mercury to kill off the people that eat them. And not just the people, but the cats too. It's some ridiculously convoluted revenge tactic.
I think they're going to be busy for quite a while.
Billy has always had a huge vocabulary.
What you're saying is that vets are next.
Wait, which vets? Like veterinarians or veterans?
Both! They crumble in the infrastructure of veteran healthcare, and then they go after all the therapy pets.
Are therapy pets usually dogs?
Dogs eat tuna too. The internet claims it's perfectly safe, but it's all a plot. Everything's a plot. It's poison, I tell you, poison!
God, this reminds me of my dad.
So if all the fish and all the beaches are diabolical, freshwater fish are safe then?
Freshwater fish? Oh, you innocent child. You have no idea. You haven't seen what I have. You think saltwater is bad? Freshwater makes fish even more evil.
This could go on for hours. It did.
Because Pluto is a planet! That's just what they want you to think. They're not just poisoning your body, they'll poison your brain too!
How did you even manage to put together that fish are the reason for deteriorating American education system?
I mean... they're the reason for global warming, obviously.
They influence everything! How many school principals and Department of Education members are fish owners? How many of them eat fish regularly? Almost all of them!
Yeah, but they all breathe air too, and that doesn't make air poison.
I love I would watch a conspiracy channel hosted by Billy. All the conspiracies would point back to fish, though. Literally every single one. The fish are responsible for everything. Like, I just posted on the SPG Tumblr yesterday that fish are the reason for global warming. They're melting the ice caps so that they can create their fish utopia over the world that we used to live on.
And yes, agreed, Moonmonk. Pluto is a planet, and Billy agrees with you there.
Did you ever see that meme that was saying, like, water is the reason that people are dying because every, like, criminal who's ever lived has admitted to drinking water, and everyone who inhales water directly dies. Like, something like that.
I hate how you guys have made me love him so much because I know you're gonna hurt him super badly. No comment. Heh.
Don't even get me started on the air you breathe. Thank goodness I live in Ireland so I don't have to breathe it. I'm pretty sure polluted oceans are better for you.
So, fish are overthrowing the world, you say? You're saying, gee, do you think they faked the moon landing?
So said Obama as a fish.
Oh, the moon landing was real. Why do you think the astronauts were trying to leave Earth?
I love that line.
I wrote that line. I'm very proud of it.
I mean, just looking at politics, like, same.
Well, I mean, if I weighed about 20 pounds more, that probably wouldn't be an issue now, would it? But even 1 pound would be enough.
Look, Billy, I'm a Cheez-Its man through and through, but I know I couldn't eat a pound of them in one sitting.
Besides, I've never heard of anyone force-feeding goldfish crackers to whales.
You haven't been on DeviantArt, have you?
Oh, God. Let's not go there.
Wait, whales aren't fish, though. So do you hate them or not?
Whales are fine when they're not being pumped full of crackers!
I mean, are
There's
goldfish
some-
crackers even a global brand? I'm pretty sure people all over the world aren't being subliminally messaged to pitch crackers they don't even have into the ocean. I had to Google whether goldfish were an actual brand all over the world or not, and so I found like all these Amazon links for like buying goldfish if you're out of the country.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta get your fix.
I know, right?
Amazon is definitely in cahoots with the manufacturers.
That's why I put that line in there. This is just getting weirder.
Oh wait, okay, there's more.
Oh god.
Because of the structure of the ecosystem, Cliff, it's a delicate balance. Any more salt and all of our strongholds will collapse.
So Americans are polluting all the oceans of the world through crackers.
Exactly, and that's why you can't trust goldfish.
Wait, did you mean the cracker or the fish that time?
Both. They're all in it together. It's a conspiracy.
So, can we move on? I don't know about you, but I'm moving on. Nope. I tied it back to the end of the rant.
Don't talk about DeviantArt. It's an evil corporation created by fish to steal the creative licenses of the innocent and bring them down.
That's it. I'm putting that I might just put that line and glitch in the system, like everything is about fish.
Yep. So you probably just saw him go, this key empty. Yeet.
This Sean empty. Anyway.
Oh.
All empty. Yeet.
Ouch. So people were wondering what that circle
This
on the wall is. It's just a window.
This glitch empty. Yeet.
No.
Might want to save.
Somebody needs to like draw Auntie getting thrown across the room. This glitch empty.
Hey, that should be like another promo poster with like a 10-day countdown. Just Jack chucking Andy across the room. Just like, yeet.
Sorry.
Okay. So am I reading that or are you reading that or?
Oh, I'm getting tired of all this running around and nothing happening. I need to figure out how to get Jenny and Cliff out of there, but how? Maybe I've been going about this the wrong way. I mean, this is my computer after all. Maybe it's time to push that a little more. Yeah, somebody did post Billy's a fish on Tumblr. That's it. That's all there really is to it. Administrative control override. There we go. Now I can move the subscribers around with the snap of my fingers. We should have thought to look for that sooner. Wait, what? There's stipulations? Okay, so that shouldn't be too hard getting them into the same room as me. Just need to lure them over somehow. Or maybe it's as simple as waiting for them to exit at the exit, provided Jack's managed to actually figure things out. Well, I'll keep an eye on them. Maybe things will work out that way, and I won't have to worry about pulling too many strings. I'm exhausted. Damn it.
So yeah, fun fact, I was thinking, how in the world did he have the ability to move people around just by like, you know, not doing anything? And I'm like, okay, so we need to include something in the story with him getting that ability. I'm like, administrative control. This is his computer, so why not? Oh, and fun fact, I did the parallax for this whole scene. I mean, Makori adjusted some of the items in this area, but this scene I am particularly proud of.
I know, it looks really
You
good.
guys,
And also,
guys-
this is the video he's playing, by the way.
oh, the run button is shift.
Yeah. Yep. Just I thought, these are all my videos. There's so many. Play. That's...
Sometimes I put a little bit too much pressure on myself to do that, and I'm always like, oh god, I gotta find a game to play, I gotta do this, that, and the other, and I feel like I might have lost myself a small bit in the middle of it.
So that's actually the same exact color that we used in the Sean battle, for the record. It was a little bit of extra effort on our parts to actually get that color into the game, but it was worth it.
Because I feel like I have to get content out all the time.
I love the echo effect on his voice.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get that picture to pop up when I went through it.
Yeah, it's
I think
recent.
that was an issue before.
That's a recent fix.
Yeah, I hope that Jack either hasn't gotten to this yet, or it worked out for him, because I'm a little scared. Because
I mean, even when it didn't show up, though, you still understand like what's going on.
I know, but it just looks so
It does make it better with that, but it's also like if it doesn't work, it's
I don't
not
think he's downloaded it yet. I don't think he's got
probably
it yet.
not.
Okay, good.
I think he's gonna play it for the tour, personally.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what they do
assuming
with
he
the boss.
does, assuming he does play it. We don't know.
It just
it
seems like something he
might.
would probably do it. Well, no, he advertised for it
boy.
2 days in a row. I mean, I feel like he's not stupid enough to be like, oh yeah, here's a fan game, guys, that I'm not gonna play. He's just opening himself up for people to ask him to play it, you know? Especially since he played the previous one.
It's my Trico.
You guys might have noticed the music just kind of slowed down even more.
I actually slowed it down as much as it would go, because that was my doing.
I made that Trico sprite into a sticker that's on the back of my laptop now.
Oh, you should put that up on like Redbubble or something.
Yeah, I just started up a Redbubble account. The only issue with a lot of the sprites is that they're too small, so I need to enlarge them to get them onto like shirts or something. Or like right now, I can only do like small stickers.
We should do some like actual like t-shirt designs for Redbubble, like more than just like the boss logo, but like actual like official art for.
Yeah, that'd be really
game.
nice.
We should get like the boss is nothing like artwork on like on a shirt or something, like maybe
Or
on
like
the
the
pocket.
graffiti.
The graffiti, yeah.
The spray painted graffiti.
Crabs are the interns of the fish kingdom. They aspire to be everything fish are, but don't have the devious nature or ability of swimming that fish do.
Lobsters are mermaids to scorpions.
Don't you dare talk about glitch in the system. It's an evil ploy by the goldfish to kill off all of our favorite characters, like Hunger Games in the show where the main character is the Queen of Dragons.
Wow.
Time 7 for you guys have slept for far too long.
5 more minutes.
It's like trapped in Jack's computer, trying to be free. Just 5 more minutes.
Okay, that's started. Now all I need to do is get them to the exit. They should all be there by the time I reach them. And the exit is back at the apartment. Great. Not gonna make this easy for me, are you? Fine, I'll play along. I had this idea that like everybody in the community actually like woke up with like these really vague dream memories, and also I added another septic guy there. Off in the corner.
No, you can't actually close the door at this point because he's just like, what does it matter? We're about to get out of here.
Yeah, there's no flavor text anywhere here because I started putting less and less flavor text in as the game went on because this idea.
What happens if you look at the bucket again?
Does anything happen if you look at the bucket again?
No, he just says it's a bucket. But I do want to say, for those who were wondering, and I did kind of, I think, go into this on, it was either Ask SPG Billy or on the Sarcastic Pasta blog, because someone was asking about, like, the whole thing of being uploaded, and we had to actually think this out. We're like, okay, how is this going to work? And I did some research on sleeping and consciousness and stuff. And the way that we have it figured out is you're not entirely removed from your body when you're uploaded. It's like basically just like the top part of your consciousness.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Yep. But it's like, it was basically using like the wireless signals everywhere to upload you and download you. Because I mean, there's, yeah, in most cases, there's a lot of wireless
Jack,
signals.
Dear, my goodness, I am so very sorry. You do look quite a lot like Jack. The resemblance is uncanny. I am so sorry, but I cannot let you into the kitchen. We have had some unresolved issues, you see. It would be unwise to let you enter at this time.
It's okay, I get it. Thanks anyway.
That is so something Kat would say. I kind of like wrote with her voice in my head, so I've heard her actually say that. My child, do not.
Cry? Rude that he's here. You don't mind me doing Sean right now, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Zombie from the final station. Probably shouldn't get too close. I actually started watching that recently, so.
That's good.
Billy?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go for it. Doesn't really matter. That doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter. Oh, okay, well, you can hit them from the other side then.
Yeah, I can.
Hey,
I made sure to do
you
that.
look like Billy.
What planet are you from?
Oh, I get it. You're one of the older Billies from the fan games.
And he's not as dumb as he looks.
Okay, look, I need to get by. Could you please move?
Didn't Sean say the exact same thing in the end of the boss, like the "he's not as dumb as he looks" line?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. When he's talking to Jack.
I learned that off of Billy. Still fresh in his mind.
Oh.
I would have said no otherwise, because you kind of look like Jack. But seeing as you're not him, and I don't want to have to deal with my Jack about my behavior again, I'm letting you off easy. Because if you were him, I would have given you the worst time.
Well then, it's a good thing I'm not him, am I right?
Yeah, really, that guy sucks.
Ow.
Anyway,
Like, ow, my pride.
Thanks.
no problem. Just do yourself a favor and shave. You're too similar.
I'll keep that in mind.
So you actually made his like movement pattern like really slow. I had to speed it up quite a lot because he was going super slow, and it took like 3 seconds for him to get over into there, and that was just driving me nuts.
Why are Bob and Wade here?
It's a goo. Have you ever noticed that the fact that the goo's eyes move?
Ah!
Like nobody notices that, but they actually move every time depending on where you are when you talk to them. Ooh, you're finally here. I thought I saw you during our little run-in with Jack.
Wait, what? You know who I am?
Well, yeah, why wouldn't we? You're kind of killing the mood here, you know? All these blue Sams clash so much. It's really hard to keep up a business with clashing decorations. I'm so excited to hear who we cast as the merchants in our musical. It's gonna be amazing. I'm so curious. Anyway, blue is only in this year in hair and chocolate chip cookies.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought of Jesse and James.
Really, you are getting in the way of a lot of transactions. We've had a good time getting to know Jack, but I'm afraid you're really cramping his style. Too true. Well, it is nice seeing you anyway. Good to get the full set. How much do you think people would pay for a full set? You'd have to get all 10 of them together. Such a pain. And you locked out 8 of them, didn't you? 10? What? No, you're missing one. I am? Oh, right. Well, sue me. They all look like the same person, each with their own horrible outfits. Oh, well, and they would have sold for a good price. Can't win them on. All.
Aww.
Gee, thanks.
Poor Sean.
My plant has been knocked over. Guess if that's the worst thing that's happened in my apartment, I'll take it.
I wrote that line with
sweet. You sweet innocent child, you.
I intentionally wrote that line.
Toriel's just like, no.
A bit worried, mostly confused.
The kitchen's still on fire, for the record.
Yeah.
I hope my accent for him isn't horrible.
It probably is, but...
Good thing I didn't get stuck in that. Ah. The controls would have been all over the place. Given the videos on my computer, I don't want to turn this on.
What are you hiding, Jack?
I'm just not in a cookie mood right now. Cue the real Jack going, blasphemy!
Well, he knows.
Yeah.
Hello, I believe I recognize you. Are you Jack's other half?
In a way. Wait, how did you know?
It's obvious, isn't it?
I think I'm going to head out. See you later. Maybe.
I beg your pardon. Have we met? You look familiar.
Sort of. But it doesn't matter.
I had a cicada once. I can still taste it.
Why are you telling me this?
It tastes like broken dreams.
Sounds about right.
I've been banned from kindergarten.
Because you ate a cicada?
Because I ate a Monstermon card. Do you eat regular food? Ever? Tacos!
Okay then.
I have this headcanon that's like a combination between Jack's May and this idea that May never talks quietly ever. She's like, hi!
Ear wiggle.
She's just like, hi! What's up? Hi, I'm May! My mouth tastes like broken dreams. Like, she has like no indoor voice. This is the idea that I've had for her.
Bye, have a good day.
Later. Hi, I know you! You do?
You
You're
do?
an NPC in The Sims, right? Hi, NPC!
Guess I should have figured. Hey, it's cool to meet you, Angus.
Oh, you're Sean.
Yeah, how'd you know?
Isn't it obvious?
Sure. Nice talking to you. I think that's the last place I want to be right now.
Don't talk to me. I'm brooding.
Fair enough. But do you mind not smoking in Jack's apartment?
I'm not smoking. All my cigarettes are drawn lit. That's a shame. I wanted one. Nay, last time you smoked, you told us all you were Queen of the Mountain. Because I was Queen of the Mountain? We don't live near mountains. If you can't see it, you're not worthy.
Right. I'm just gonna go.
May
A
when
little-
high is interesting.
A little
Well,
light
I
effect
mean, I
around
don't
the
know.
cigarette kind of
Might
makes it
live
look
near-
like a lollipop from here.
They might live near the Allegheny or Appalachian Mountains. I don't know. Maybe they just
It's
can't
just
see 'em.
funnier if there's like literally no mountains, and May insisted that there were because she was so high.
It's just like
Potato
the
Man!
buildings.
How are you?
Hey, is that a version of you? I'm doing well. Just kept 20 goo from making mess of bedroom. It's not possible to use one ID for 20 goo.
Wow. Yeah, that's those rascals. Anyway, what's back there?
Ah, is your bedroom.
I could have guessed that, yeah.
And exit to real world.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Any chance you'd let me through?
You need valid form of identification. I run strike border.
Alright, let me...
I love the voice.
I know, right?
I'm not doing a good job, but it's okay.
No, you're doing great.
It's good. Where the hell is my wallet?
Ah, cannot let you pass without identification. Nice try.
Ugh, it's probably in Jack's pants. The little... There's gotta be something in here. Just let me...
Ah, is that credit card receipt?
Yeah. Forgot I had that in my pocket.
Ah, it's okay then. Has your name Sean W. McLaughlin? I know it's you.
Oh. Well... Okay, then. Thank you.
Hey, it's no problem. You play game. Make Georgie very happy. Even if turned Georgie away many times. I think Jack's gonna enjoy that line. Ah, may want to hurry. Jack about to come out of record room to get fake ID.
But why? He has my wallet. He should work for both of us.
He forgets about wallet. Try to use face to get by. Amateur.
I can believe that. Why, thanks again.
Have a good day. Glory to Roskotska, greatest country!
There we go. Fun facts. Actually, two of them. One of them is the Glory to Arstatska, greatest country being in all caps is a reference to Jack playing the boss because he's like, no, you can't just say it all quiet. You have to get up. You have to say it right from your belly. Glory to Arstatska. And he proceeded to do that. For those of you who have seen it or haven't seen it.
We had to make changes.
So that's why he's like, there we go. Because that's exactly what he'd want to see.
You should go. Jack will come out soon. Make for a very confusing moment, having to explain you are not twins.
And then the other fun fact is, yeah, if Jack had just used the ID in his wallet, he probably could have gotten through that door no problem, but he just tried to use his face to get by.
But also, I love the fact that Georgie knows immediately that Jack's getting a fake ID. Like, oh yeah, he's in line to get fake ID. Like, had he gotten it,
He's
I wonder
smart,
if that
man.
would have worked.
He's perceptive.
What if Georgie is the boss?
The boss is
He's in
nothing.
cahoots with the toast. It's
The
awfully
boss
high
is
up.
potato.
Oh, by the way, I wrote these lines. I'm really proud of them.
It's awfully high up. Though I can feel invisible walls on either side of this path. Still, guess I can just avoid looking down.
Yeah, she pointed out that it was like super high
He's
up.
got a fear of heights, just like me.
Same.
And also like Katie, so I think.
I do, yeah.
It's
I don't
weird.
like heights.
Even those who figured out who I am wished I were Jack. Who is Jack anymore, really? Have I been so close to this persona I created I didn't notice he wasn't me anymore? Or am I not me anymore? I'm so tired.
And then I intentionally programmed it so that you can't move any faster than this.
No, Sept Escape is not the boss. But please go play it, because
It's really
it's
good.
good.
Blank is the
It's
boss.
really good. I can't tell what I did wrong. I want to be good enough for you.
It's the first time you hear Jack's theme in this.
I want to save you. Why are you calling out to Jack? I'm here too.
Oh,
Doesn't
sorry,
matter.
before I wrote this.
I'm here to set you free now. I won't fail you.
Is the video playing?
Yeah, it's supposed to be playing. It just takes a little while sometimes.
I
with my
can't
computer.
see it. Okay, there it is.
Fortunately, my graphics card will play this.
Oh, there it is.
Unlike Jack's.
Oh no. Okay.
Music starting up.
Are you? You're all of them, aren't you? All of his subscribers. It's okay. I'm Sean. I can bring you back. No, it's me. It's Sean. Can't you hear me? Can you even see me? I knew you'd come.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so proud. It me! Yeah, the I knew you'd come was the first thing he said. And for
And it
the
me.
whispers and stuff, we actually just literally told, like, a bunch of people, like, all of our voice actors, hey, we just need you to, like, ask where Jack is and ask what's going on, and I can't tell you why. Just imagine that you're one of the dots there asking where Jack is. And so we got a bunch of people to do it. Which is somewhere, one of these credits is all the people who are involved in that. It is really, really cool to see them all come together for that. Yeah, we got a lot of people that get involved in that.
Lots of people.
Yep. Including some of our own people. I think you were there, and Kashi's Arts was there.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I'm just looking at this. I'm like, should I apologize for having my name in so many different spots?
No. You did it. I really like the outro music.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay.
And I love this song. This is the boss. This is the actual, like, it's pitch shifted a bit, but it's the final boss music in the boss, and it just fits really well for this whole thing. And so many patrons. I'm so thankful for all of you guys who donated and who've been there for us and who kind of helped playtest it too.
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't really Auntie. It was Sean's frame of mind that wrote "The Boss Is Nothing" all over the place.
It was. Nobody actually wrote it. It just appeared. Which is an idea that we should explore more in Glitch in the System. Now that I think about it.
It's the same thing on the wall in what's it called?
I'm so excited for this.
The horror game Jenny was in.
Daniel did such a good job as Billy. Oh my gosh.
Hey Jack. Things aren't great here. In fact, you're terrible.
I wrote this, by the way. Like, I'm the one who wrote this dialogue.
So I shouldn't even be writing to you, but everything's starting to fall apart. And people are disappearing.
Apparently, Fran doesn't know how to spell disappearing.
No one knows what's going on.
She's the one who's typing it.
We thought.
No, Alice is the one who's typing it. I forgot about that.
That would fix it. But
it's actually important.
Doesn't look like a virus
well,
to us.
maybe, sort of. Not really.
So I don't know what's going on.
Who's typing it? It's not Billy typing this. That's the point.
But everyone's on edge.
Story-wise, or not really story, but just
I know
from behind the scenes, McCory did a great
Jack.
job putting this together. And
Mortimus as Auntie was quite an audition process, but I'm really proud.
Discord, but nothing. I don't want to do this. I never thought I'd be doing this again. But I have no choice.
That's Melodiva as Monica. She's gonna be playing her on this channel in a musical.
But I'm gonna have to bring it back. Please, help us. Skiobi.
Dun dun dun.
Get hype?
Yeah.
Do you think that it is worth getting hype over? Like, just thinking about what you know about what's going on in Glitch and what's going to happen in Glitch, do you think that it's worth getting hype over?
Yeah, I mean, I'm already hyped.
I'm excited.
I don't remember. Were you there when because there was a whole conversation where a bunch of new people had come, like a lot of them had come, and like it got really confusing, and I hadn't explained what was going to happen in Glitch, and like the whole premise, like, and I like went through and I explained everything, and they freaked out. Like I explained like all the spoilers and stuff.
I don't know if I was there for that actually.
Oh, you might not have been there for that. Okay. But it's way up in general chat, so you'd have to scroll up quite a bit. But yeah, it's interesting, and a lot of the Septiscape team knows what's going to happen actually, because they helped me brainstorm a bit, and they helped me get that one idea that kind of snowballed into like a ton of other ideas. Septiscape was really inspiring, and it made me think about the egos in a different way, and because of that, I asked them, like, hey, do you think this would work for the egos? And they're like, ooh, that's really interesting, and then we just started brainstorming, and that's where the whole end of the game and, like, everything came together, and it clicked into place. So yeah, that's the special thanks to the Septiscape team, and special thanks to Jessica for pretty much making this game, for Makori
You're welcome.
making lots and lots of fixes to this game, and no, I guess not to me because I can't special thank myself.
I'll do it. Special thanks to Katie.
I did
for making
storyboard.
it.
I did storyboard the finale. Like the whole finale was pretty much mine, except for like Makori, like, you know, writing those little dialogue bits. That everything that was in the finale, like the dialogue and the storyboard. I did the storyboards and explained like how I wanted it to look, and that's pretty much my big contribution to this game. But everything else, including the fear of failure audio, well, that was on Sushi. So if you cried, it was either her fault or my fault. Probably both of our faults, honestly.
Yeah.
Because when she got to the end of the game, she literally just wrote, there should be some last minute reflection. Also, holy crap, how did he not notice how high up this is? Like,
yeah. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, she sent me a build of the game, and like I played through it and I was like, this is really good. And then at the very end, literally that's what she wrote in Sean's dialogue. I was like, well, that just ruined the mood. But yeah, if you guys were crying, that's our fault. We're not sorry.
Nope, not at all.
So yeah, if you got any more questions, I have a couple of minutes to spare. Then I have to grab a snack and head back out to work, honestly. But yeah, I can't help but wonder, but if Auntie embodies everything Jack's afraid of, is he at least partially responsible for Jack and Sean's split? I can't tell you that. You will find out why Jack and Sean. You will find out a lot about like the behind the scenes, what actually happened when the boss took place, why they split, why Jenny and Cliff were like glitched out so bad. Like that actually gets explained as well. Like why specifically them. It's not, saying it now, it's not because they were like, oh yeah, they're the best, the greatest, you know, Jacksepticeye fans or anything like that. It wasn't anything like that. It was. I can't tell you the reason it was, but it could have, the idea is that it could have happened to anyone, and it just happened to happen to them. That's pretty much all you're gonna get to know. But yeah, you will find out why they did it, and, I can't explain why they're gonna be in the next game. I'm pretty sure before then, because I had an idea for a meme with, like, Billy's face, that would kind of, like, half explain how they ended up in the next game. But a lot of people are like, oh, is Auntie bringing Jack back in the next game, blah blah blah, and I'm like, no, it's obviously Billy bringing him back. And at this point, like, it's really obvious, like, Wireland needs help. Billy is at the end of his rope. Billy's scared. He's scared that he's gonna lose his, you know, his world, the only world he's ever known. He's scared that, like, Jack's gonna lose the channel, and he's bringing Jack in as a last plea for help. So, I mean, that's really obvious. Like, that's not a spoiler. That's really obvious from the trailer.
And my brother just left a comment, so hello. Are Auntie and Monica fish? You don't know. No one knows.
Do they return anything to them good Cliff puns to make it through the fields? Yes. Cliff and Jenny will be in the next game. They will be major characters in the next game. And there are different ways you can play the next game. So you actually can play it several times, and you won't see everything until you played it about 4 times. say about 4 times because there's gonna still be more that you probably won't have seen in those 4 playthroughs, but you'll have seen the vast majority of it if you play it 4 times. And then there's like a little bit more that we're gonna add to like 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th time, just to, you know, just to be like, oh yeah, actually no, I guess there is something a little bit different in the, now that I think about it, there is, like, the music and the art doesn't change, but a lot of the dialogue changes on your 5th, 6th, and 7th playthroughs if you make certain decisions. And I don't know if even Sushi knows what I'm talking about.
I mean, I certainly do not.
Okay. But yeah, you could play it 10 times and it would look different all 10 times.
I mean, I know like a few of the differences, but
yeah,
not all of them.
And like I said, there will be a musical of the boss and the boss is nothing and Glitch in the System. That is coming out. I don't know when it's coming out. It hasn't even been, like... Why does Billy have so many responsibilities? He's 9. He has a really irresponsible dad.
He's an irresponsible son.
He's an irresponsible son, except for the fact that his dad is not self-aware. He is. I mean, that's pretty obvious, right? Like, Bobby isn't the one that everybody talks about. It's always Billy.
Yeah.
So Billy is far more self-aware than his own father. So I think that that's a big part of why he has to be so responsible, is that he's literally, like, got this dad who has no idea what he really is. And who doesn't realize how important his own son is.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, given that he keeps, like, sacrificing him.
Yeah. Are you gonna hurt Cliff or Jenny? My friend and I want to know because Cliff's our favorite boy and Jenny's best girl to me. I'm pretty sure you're gonna hurt Billy. That's a bit obvious now.
Is it?
Is it? I can't tell
Probably.
you that.
I mean,
we were talking about this. Like they said, the boss is like a really good combination. It's like it's a very upbeat game. If you notice, like the boss is a very, until the very end of the game, obviously, it's very upbeat. It's very funny. It's very, you know, energetic and all that stuff. The boss is nothing is very slow. It's very sad. It's very somber. And what I will say for Glitch is that it's a lot darker and it's a lot more scary, I think. So it's definitely 3 very different feels to the games, but it also, they do feel very much alike, because a lot of people were saying, like, the boss is nothing really felt like I was back in the world and playing the boss again. And I think that's how Glitch is going to feel too, but it's also going to feel very different as well. And that's what we want, because, you know, that's what a sequel should be.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what a good sequel is. It's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
But
There
it still,
will be
it
some
still reminds
things.
you.
It reminds you there will be, you know, some of the same characters, you know, talking a little bit about what actually happened during the boss, because there's a lot of stuff that didn't get answered in the boss, like you know, Jenny and Cliff just glitched into the games. Why did they glitch into the games? Why them specifically? And that's what's gonna get answered, and a couple other questions you didn't know you had. How are the egos part of the boss, the universe? They kind of answered that in the demo, but there's a lot more to it than that.
Seize bottle run. I'm sorry, son. Yeet.
Well,
I mean,
he
that's
sees
accurate.
giant spikefall pits. It's just like, yep, this looks safe.
I mean, I think most of it is just, sorry, kid. Yeet.
Basically. Yeah, is there any other questions people have about how this whole thing came together and the boss is nothing specifically? Because I don't think we can talk that much about Glitch. I mean, I really haven't told you much about Glitch that we haven't already revealed.
Also, I don't even know if everything for Glitch is 100% set in stone yet.
I think we have the finale, like, 90% set in stone. There's well, not 90, I would say, because some of the gameplay elements still need to be ironed out. But we know what happens in it. That's the point. And the sniffles because I was having an allergic reaction. I've been having allergies.
Allergic to feelings.
That's what I'm gonna start saying. I'm just allergic to emotions. My eyes are just watering because of that. Now, let's see, what else? I don't know what else there is to say. I mean, that's sort of...
We got most of it, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you guys have any more questions, you can talk to us on the server or quickly write them out now before we sign out. Because I'm gonna have to get back to work soon enough anyway. Because I have a dog walking job and I don't have any middays. Will Jenny get more self-confidence? I've noticed that Jenny doesn't seem very sure of herself. Props to Aspects Pausepticeye, and it's sending my mom mode into overdrive. There's a reason Jenny isn't very confident in herself, and you're gonna see a side of Jenny that you're not expecting. And like, cause I kind of saw this side of her that I was not expecting as well. Like, she's really, really nice. Like, she just seems a little bit one-dimensional to me, and kind of trying to figure out what else I could do with her in this game. I thought of something that seemed very, very much like something she would do. I feel like a lot of people are gonna get mad at me for that, though. I really hope that they don't. Like, I really hope they don't get ticked off at me for putting her in this particular character arc, but I think that it kind of fits her, though. I do. I think Sushi knows what I'm talking about. I told you about this. Sushi?
Sushi. We lost her.
Apparently we did. Okay, well, she knows what I'm talking about. But we're giving Jenny a character arc you wouldn't expect. I will say that. Well, I guess we did. Hello?
Can you guys seriously not hear me?
Oh, now I hear
no,
you.
we couldn't hear you at all.
Oh my gosh, how long has this been happening? I've been talking.
No.
Oh, have you? Oh my god.
Because I mentioned the comment about, like, was it if there was an evil Team Rocket organization that wanted Jack's organs? I mentioned that. I mentioned the lights were they turned off when making it. I said maybe, I don't know.
Oh, I didn't hear any of that.
No,
Oh my gosh.
I didn't get any of that.
Stupid Discord.
Your mic must have cut out or something.
Yeah, no, for some reason Discord wasn't picking up on me. In that case, let's see, what were we talking about? Yeah, what I was saying is it's kind of funny how when you create a character sometimes they will actually take on a life of their own and do things that can surprise you. You know, it's like they are suddenly their own entity and you're like, you can disagree with them, but they are still going to do their own thing.
It's true. It's very, very true. And for Jenny, that definitely happened. And I know Sushi knows what I'm talking about. And it's a little bit, it'll surprise you. But it kind of works for her. It's not that she was acting out of character in the first game, but the idea is that the first game, she didn't really know Jack that well. She didn't really know Cliff that well. She doesn't really know Pausepticeye, these people. She's not the most outgoing person in the world. When you actually get to see her, Jenny, like, as she actually is, and who she really is, when she's comfortable around the people that she's around, she's very different. Well, I guess she's not very different, but she's definitely different.
There's
She's
another
definitely,
side to her.
there is another side to her. She definitely acts differently in the boss, in Glitch than she does in the boss, because she's a lot more comfortable around these people.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she's still the sweet mom friend, but
She
at the same
definitely
time...
is, yeah. But, I mean, she's not perfect, and that's kind of...
It's character development.
Yeah, it's definitely character
She
development.
didn't...
For
she
Cliff,
didn't open up fully.
For Cliff, yeah, there's definitely more character development with him as well.
Like, can't say very much about it, but
there gonna be any other egos?
boss-
Yes.
the boss definitely tied in.
Absolutely will be more egos. Absolutely. Definitely.
I think
100%.
the ego fans are going to be pretty happy.
They are. They're gonna be really happy with this game. I think they're gonna really enjoy it. We're gonna get some backstories on Jenny and Cliff and Glitch in the System, sort of. We don't want to go into every single detail, even though we actually know quite a lot more than we let on. Like, I know tons about Cliff and Jenny that I would never actually reveal in the game. Just because it's just not relevant information. Like, I think in the game we were actually going to reveal that Jenny is Catholic, but that's about it. I know that because I think of a specific line that we were talking about putting that in there, and it fits really well with what she's saying. And it was referring to something at her church. And it fits, like, really, really well into what she was talking about. So it's not like us trying to, like, plug Catholicism or anything. It just really works for the scene. But yeah, she's Catholic. We've known that for a while, though. Like, I'm pretty sure we knew that, like, in the early months of making the game.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's good to have, like, a whole, like, I guess, backstory for your character pretty early on. I mean, if you don't, that's fine, but if you have it, then you have it, you know?
Definitely.
Sometimes characters are just like, okay, I want you to have all this information about me as soon as possible.
Cliff is one of those characters. I kind of knew most of what I know about him now from the beginning. But there's a couple things that I was surprised by. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, Cliff obviously has anxiety. And I didn't know that. And then I really got to thinking, like, oh, wait, yeah, he kind of does.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a surprise to me. Like, I kind of had to ask him, like, really, you have anxiety? It's weird if you don't have your own character, if you aren't really into character development. That's got to be a very strange thing to ask an inanimate character. Or a rather not real character. But really, I actually legitimate had to be like, are you really anxious? And he's like, yeah, of course I am. You didn't notice? Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm sorry. I wrote you and I'm sorry.
And as somebody who has anxiety myself, I'm really happy to see that. Because, you know, I mean, it's not really something... I mean, whenever you see it, usually sometimes it's played up as sort of like, you know, the punchline to a joke. And it can be serious at times.
Cliff has a more serious form of anxiety. And it's not like he's like paranoid or anything, or no, he's fine. He just struggles with having a lot of anxious thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And Billy has some struggles of his own. Some new stuff that I didn't know about him before. And I noticed that he's kind of the character that everybody seems to really, really have gotten attached to, which is interesting, because, like, you know, he's the villain. So I expected people to be like, I don't like that Billy's good. But actually, a lot of people just loved this new Billy. And
I'd say Billy is the favorite.
He actually is.
Honestly.
He had to get his own blog because people were talking to him mostly via, like, Ask Pausepticeye. It was all, like, Billy questions. Well, that, and we actually had that one, like, exchange where, like, everybody was, like, asking Billy questions over SPG so much that we had to, like, start a new blog.
Yeah, we're like, sorry, this is gonna clog a burn box. Billy, you have to have your own page.
I'm really glad we did. We've gotten a lot of asks on there.
Yeah.
And somebody did dub the asks, too. That was a great video. Miguel Mayhem did a really awesome dub as Billy for the Ask Billy blog.
Mm-hmm.
It's really funny. It is hilarious. Very, very funny video. It's on Kitty Cat Thang's channel. It's one of the more recent videos, so you can definitely check that out.
Mm-hmm. Why did we hurt Billy? I think you should ask, like, Jack.
I think you should wait until Glitch in the System to ask that question.
Oh, okay. I thought in general I was going to say Jack was the first person.
Spikes.
Jack was the first person to hurt him.
Yeah, Jack hurt him a lot, way before we even knew who he was. Jack injured
also
Billy.
Character development.
Character development, yeah, definitely.
Character development.
It's like that thing that you did you reblog it where it says, like, characters are like geodes, you have to break them open to see what's inside.
That's true. To see what's in them, you have to break them. I sent that quote to them, and they're like, terrible.
You're making these characters more likable. This isn't helping the inevitable pain for Glitch in the System, even though it's nice to get to know the characters. Heh.
Yeah, heh. I am a little bit worried about Glitch. Like, I have anxiety as well, and I definitely have some anxiety about it. Like, oh, I really want it to be good. I hope it isn't a letdown or anything. I don't know.
I doubt it's gonna be a letdown.
I'm really nervous about it, though. Like, I will just go up and say I am very nervous about it. I don't know how, because, like, we don't have every single game mechanic, like, figured out yet, and, like, we're really struggling with the first couple areas.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We always do.
We've got a big team.
We'll get it. We have time, and we have playtesters.
We just need to get it out within a year. We need to get it out by December 2019. I think we're good. I think we can definitely get that out by then. I know that there's going to be a couple comments that say, like, it was a huge letdown compared to the boss. I'm already prepared for that. Or,
well, like, I mean, you can't please everybody.
But I don't necessarily want people to be like, oh yeah, that was way better than the boss. I actually kind of want them to be like, yeah, that was as good as the boss. Because I don't think the boss could get any better. I don't think we can improve on it. I think we can just, I'm hoping we can just match it. Because I don't know, the boss was just so, it was just such a important game. I don't know, to me. And I don't think that can ever be, like, recaptured. I think that something new can be recaptured, but I don't think that particular, like, level of, like, I don't know, making the game and experience making the game is ever gonna get, it's never gonna get recaptured. I just want a new experience, definitely. Like, this didn't feel like the way making the boss felt, and Glitch doesn't feel like making the boss felt. Bits and pieces of it did, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, I did have the majority. I mean, I did have the majority of the programming and writing for this, so maybe that's why it felt different.
That's true. But Glitch still doesn't quite feel like making the boss felt. But not in a bad way. Just because there are definitely things that are better. Like, the team is a lot more, like, united than it was for the boss. I think because we know that Jack is a really big fan of our work, and we know he's going to play it. And that gives us a lot of people leave pressure.
And come back.
I don't think we had anybody come back. We had somebody who tried to come back after, like, voluntarily quitting, but by that point we'd already replaced them. So that sucked, having to be like, well, we don't really need you anymore. But that was several months ago. I was, like, around the time Jack played the boss, so I was kind of wondering whether that person came back just because Jack played it.
Don't know. Anyway.
I'm glad that you guys like it. And I know you do want to share more stories. And we have ideas for... we have a really solid idea for our next game. Like an original game. We're gonna, like, try to learn to use Game Maker. We have a very solid idea for that. We have several solid ideas, but the idea that we have... We're thinking of doing, like, a short RPG Maker game that isn't, like, the boss related. We have an idea for that. It's not gonna be, like, our next official game. It'd probably be, like, a $1.99 game on Game Jolt, honestly. That's what I'm expecting. Probably less than that. It's not an especially long game. It's different from anything we've ever... It's different from anything the boss. I would even say probably shorter than the boss. You know what I'm talking about, Sushi. We were talking about this.
I think so, but you're gonna have to refresh my memory after this.
Okay.
Too many ideas running around in my head.
Yeah, but like the first full-on official game, I definitely have some strong ideas for it. And I think I definitely was talking about this the other day in the server. Like what I wanted the next game to look like and to be. I'm certain I was talking about it. I know you were, I don't know if you were there. I know Mikori was there, and a couple other people were there. Mikori, I remember being there. But yeah, so we're definitely talking about making more games, like games to sell on Game Jolt for like money and everything. Patrons will probably get it for free, but...
Yeah, I mean, as it is, we are trying to turn this into like our careers and what we're doing for a living, so...
Yeah. Like, obviously, if we're going to be selling the games, we're going to be putting, like, our A game into it. We're going to be, like, putting everything we've got into it, like, creativity-wise, gameplay-wise, everything. So it may take longer.
Not that we weren't doing that here.
We are, but I meant, like, you know, people are going to pay for this, so we need to actually, like, make it worth money. I mean, I guess the boss is maybe worth money. It just isn't...
To set the hurdle bars higher.
I suppose so. I think there's definitely some good ideas. My friend Amy had a really good idea. She was the one who came up with the whole Sean thing, and she shared her idea, and I was like, oh, that's really good. That's really clever. So we may do that one as well. But that one's not as long either. So I like the idea of like doing a couple of shorter games and then doing the occasional like really big, really long game. Just to keep stuff coming out and stuff like that. Maybe do a couple of little free games too, just to keep people interested. Maybe do a couple other fan games for all we know. If we have time.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll make the Wharf. I know we were planning on remastering the boss. Yeah. It'd be a very entertaining game. That would have to be RPG Maker though.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'd be able to come up with even more. This universe is going to feel very done after Glitch in the System. I can already tell now that this is the last game. That I'm not going to think, because we're answering so many questions, and we're just kind of leaving it in a nice little bow, I think.
I mean, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
To a degree.
I'm sure there's lots of little, like, stories that could happen, but yeah, there's really so much you can do with this world, and I feel like we're exploring every little thing that we can do with this world in the next game. And we did a lot of it in the boss, too. Like, we definitely had fun with the world we created. Wireland is... I love it. I love Wireland. I named Wireland. Everybody was like, how, that's such a terrible name, Katie. Don't do it. And I was like, I'm doing it. I'm naming it Wireland. It's a terrible name, and I love it. And Jack liked it too, so.
Yeah, I did.
Dude, it's really good.
He's like, Wireland, Ireland. That's clever.
It can't be any worse than the names I came up with.
True. No, yeah, the names you came up were just as punny. It fit perfectly. It was beautiful.
Yep.
You can't escape from the puns.
One of them I think only Jack is gonna actually understand. Like, Jack and people from Ireland are gonna understand, like, the pun in that. And, like, anybody who doesn't... Well, yeah, anybody who's not from that area are not gonna understand that pun, but it's very, very clever.
It's not that he's never mentioned
yeah, but most
any
people
of
are
these
gonna be
places.
like, oh
He
yeah,
has.
I know that.
Yeah, he has. If you've seen, like, a good number of his videos or something, I think you might catch it. I don't know, it depends on what you would have seen. Anyway. It's been about, I would say, 2 hours and 15 minutes, so...
Yeah, we should get going, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was so much fun.
Please join us in additional streams. I may stream more. I know I need to finish off Antagonists, and I need to play something else, and I'm trying to think of something else to play, because I want to play another RPG Maker game and, like, start going into that again. I'm really disappointed that I've already played Ebe, because I've actually really wanted to play Ebe lately. Like, I've actually had, like, this strong compulsion. I want to play it again.
Well, I mean, if you don't mind jump scares, The Witch's House is getting a remaster soon.
Oh, nice.
And yep. And let's see. I have, I think, a couple of RPG Maker games in my library if you just want to, like, play something out of that. So.
Yeah, I definitely want to continue with RPG Maker games, like good ones, because I feel like there aren't a whole lot of, like, really, really good ones. Like, One Shot is phenomenal. Ebe is fantastic, but, like, you get the little ones on Steam. A lot of them aren't very good. I liked Antagonist, though. I actually quite enjoyed that one. That one was worth playing. And I thought that Skyborn had so much promise, but was incredibly frustrating to play. And I watched somebody's Let's Play of it to see how it ended, and it had such a nice ending, too. It was very disappointing that I couldn't finish it.
I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
But it was like, it's like half impossible to beat. It's just way too difficult. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you in the next stream video, or, well, Sunday we're releasing a new 2M song, so that as well. Bye!
Yeah. Bye!